The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Coogan Nation. Time to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken. You know it! Jeff Prosser.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth. Rise and shine. Google, it's go time on a Thursday morning. It is a Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday. We are in hurricane season. So far, so good. But if things go bad on your property, there's always Custom Tree Surgeons, customtreesurgeons.com. I'm going to let you guys just live along with me here. We got a new TV set up here, don't we, Gibby? Good morning, Gibby. How are you doing here on a Thursday?
I'm good, but yeah, we need to figure out this situation
this
here.
This is a moment of truth right now, ladies and gentlemen. All right? I don't know what your job is, but imagine if you went into your job this morning and a very important tool for what you had to get done suddenly you didn't have. Let's see. We've changed TV services here.
Yeah, I'm not sure why we did that either.
Well, those decisions are fine. So far, they hadn't impacted me a bit, but...
Until now.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I'm going to go here to the U.S. Open first round. I'm going to hit it, and...
Is it going to work?
What?
Looks like you might be there.
Going live. Let's see. We're hitting buttons here, ladies and gentlemen. The mood ring. What's it going to scream? Is it going to scream? Yeah, we got it. We're good.
Perfect.
We're good. Oh, now that may lead to the distraction factor going through the roof here.
Oh, that's all right, though.
Yeah,
that's kind of our job.
Sure.
We pay attention to stuff like this.
That's correct. We have a Justin Thomas sighting early at the British. He is 4 under par as he's plays the 12th hole. That's good for a 2-shot lead.
Did him ditching Bones, did that, rejuvenate him?
Let me see him lift a trophy, and then we'll talk about rejuvenation, I guess. It's still,
he's playing better, though.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, and look, he had been in kind of the middle of the doldrums when he won that second PGA a couple years back when Mito Pereira got tased on the final tee. That was very unfortunate. I didn't think they should have done that. I mean, here's Mito Pereira trying to win a major right in the middle of his backswing on 18. They tased the guy. It's tough. And as I say that, Justin Thomas has just yanked one into some thick stuff. Expect a bogey at best as the leaderboard is. We're not going to have any, PGA championship scores. 22 under or whatever. It was at the U.S. Open they did that. I can't keep up. The scores go so low, but they're going to be higher for this major. And we'll keep you up to date. Again, the man with no buzz, I guess we called him this week, Tiger Woods. He goes at 9:37. I don't know if that can constitutes buzz, giving you the tee time of a guy who has probably the longest odds in the field. But we'll keep you up to date on the British Open, the final major. The bait bet was made, by the way. Captain Kev and I hooked up yesterday. We did pull Scheffler from the field. So, we'll catch you up on that tomorrow when Captain Kev joins us for the fishing report. Meanwhile, we will get into what is and what was. And in this case, it may lead into what will be. And that's the Gators yesterday at SEC Media Days. Making the rounds. Not just at the podium, but, with our guys as well. It is such an important season. I mean, I'm sure you can, it'll be interesting talking to Frank when he gets back and to me and the crew that's over there. I'm sure you can feel this. I know they want to just, whistle it away. But isn't there just this burden of just underlying pressure on Billy Napier in Florida? Doesn't it? Isn't that what it feels like? I'm not talking about an overwhelming, the natives are storming the castle kind of pressure. I'm not talking about, hot seat, one or done. I'm not even sure what the standard would have to be. It's interesting. Billy Napier was asked what he would consider a success this year. I'll let you hear that in just a second. But there is just this walking on eggshells kind of feel. They so desperately need to start on a positive note. And it's not going to be an easy assignment. Miami's going to come to town probably top 15 in the country. Florida's done a lot this offseason that they feel good about. both from a personnel and just kind of a setup, situation. Now in year 3, this is going to be all Billy Napier's handprints on this season. There's still lingering fingerprints and reasons and rationales. Again, the difference between reason and excuse can be awful murky. But going into year 3 with 2 years to do exactly what you want to do with a staff of 1,000, nobody wants to hear about how tough the schedule is or the conference you play in. Same one they've been in for, I just checked, ever. And ultimately, that standard gets applied. Napier yesterday at the podium, right off the bat, what does success look like? And listen, I'm going to hear this along with y'all. It's a pretty long-winded explanation or long explained statement. If the answer here gets too far away from that number in the left column, it's not the correct answer. So as the spokesman and head coach of the program, no matter what you internally feel is a success, don't downplay that number on the left side in any form or fashion, whether it's numerically, or just through explanation of your success definition. Here's Billy Napier when asked that question. What would you consider a success in 24?
One of the things I've learned in our profession is you got to break things up into short periods of time for your players. And I think if we can execute consistently and get consumed with the work and how we prepare, how we train. For example, the next 10 days are extremely important. Then we'll turn the page for training camp. And look, the great thing about our schedule, we don't have to take this on as individuals. We get to do this as a team. And I believe that the thing that I've learned and observed in this league, you have to have the ability, the self-discipline to prepare the same way each week, regardless of the outcome. All right, ignore the noise, don't believe the hype, erase the board, start over, and every person in that building has got to prepare the same way.
Yeah, no. You did fine. And there in that last 10, no, it's not regardless of the outcome. It is most certainly not regardless of the outcome. The outcome has to come with these other things that you're looking for. That's the only part I would 100% I would splice and cut and erase and delete, get that out of the hard drive. The outcome 100% matters. Those other things, those beliefs, whatever those are, everything else that Billy Napier said won't be putting pads on Saturday. Won't be looking at a scoreboard. All these ethereal, cultural, important things won't show up on the stat sheet. And so they need to all come together. So when 86,000 or 88 or whatever the number is leaves the swamp after week 1 in Miami, that number under home is bigger than that number under road. More from Billy Napier. Graham Merz, Montrell Johnson. You hear from both those guys today. A couple of big heavyweights in the ring yesterday. Steve Sarkisian, Kalen DeBoer, Texas, Alabama. Boy, Bama's an interesting one. I believe that the coaches are all the difference. And Bama will still be good, and Kalen DeBoer's a good coach. Maybe he's a great coach. We won't find out now. But there's got to be a step. There's got to be some pullback, man. I would doubt very seriously in this league, where every year there's a flavor of the year, by the way, who you don't normally see that suddenly you have to worry about. Could be Ole Miss this year, for example. So DeBoer's thoughts on his first year at Alabama. Steve Sarkisian on being all eyes on the eyes are on Texas. That's for sure. They tend to bring him. I said it yesterday. It hadn't taken long. I've had my fill of Texas already. Texas already on my nerves. I feel this like Notre Dame Duke basketball kind of my portalette don't stink mentality coming out of those dudes out there. Horns down, Bizzles. We'll get into some of that talk. Sark at the podium yesterday as well. British Open is underway. Right now it's Justin Thomas with a 2-shot lead. He's 4 under par, but he is in trouble on the 12th hole. And then it's like British Open names, man, right? Højgaard, Alex Noren. You also have kind of an old-timer there. Justin Rose is 2 under par, and he's well into his first round through 12 holes. And good old Russell Henley, 2 under par. Georgia Bulldogs. Seems like there's a dog up there somewhere just about every week on PGA Tour. We'll take our first time out. We got Doc Kevin Murphy today in the 7 o'clock hour. Go through any and all injury situations out there around the National Football League. We are on the doorstep of Jaguars training camp. It's going to take, I just figured, it's going to take about 4 days, and I'll be ready to fast forward to the season. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, this training camp's drumbeat of storylines, while they are, certainly worth discussion, it goes under the microscope now for the next 2-3 weeks. I'm ready for some football, and it'll be here. Listen, don't wish your life away. It'll be here soon enough. It's Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday. Any and all jobs perfect for custom tree surgeons. About time they come back out to the house again, by the way. Miss P on me about that. So repeat customer is what you will find me with when it comes to custom tree surgeons. So if and when something goes wrong on your property, or maybe it's just got a project you need to take care of, it's Custom Tree Surgeons and CustomTreeSurgeons.com.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
There's a new one-stop shop for all things Gators. Subscribe to the 1010XL Gators YouTube channel. Up-to-the-minute updates, instant reaction from Gainesville, plus the same 1010XL Gators podcast you've grown to know. And check out 1010XL Gators on YouTube.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Get this thing unwrapped here.
Duval! Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, man. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. Johns County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Dailies Dash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, like me. I'm sure there's a Dailies Dash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course,
oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Dailies Dash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Dailies Dash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
Bolt City Heating and Air is here to keep you cool this summer. Anytime, any day, whenever you need fast, reliable air conditioning service. Their friendly technicians have fully stocked work vans, so they can get your AC done on-site the same day. Rely on a family-owned Jacksonville-grown company this summer to keep your home cooling system working smarter, not harder. Experience the Bolt difference. Visit BoltCityAC.com to schedule your service appointment. BoltCityAC.com.
Prosser here for Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. With the weather now hot as can be, look ahead and get that backyard ready for fall with a new open-air or screened-in enclosure. Maximize the space you have and make it great with Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. They truly are the best in the business. So if you have the space and the idea, give them a call today. Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Showroom just off Phillips Highway. Tell them Prosser sent you.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com. SportsMediaBigSteppers.com.
I'm Hacker. Get more Gators on the Gator Bites podcast presented by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists with new episodes every Wednesday. Subscribe and listen by searching for 1010XL Florida Gator Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or TuneIn.
Do you have clicking, popping, swelling, or pain in your knee or shoulder? This can be due to arthritic changes in your joints. Over time, you have wear and tear of your cartilage. I am Dr. George Bari, and here at Bari Orthopedics, we have numerous ways to treat your arthritis, such as regenerative medicine, including PRP and joint replacements with CT guidance for accuracy down to the millimeter. If you are experiencing any of these symptoms, call us for an appointment today, or log on to BariOrthopedics.com.
Find out more at BariOrthopedics.com. That's BAHRI Orthopedics.com.
Let's go! It's Military Appreciation Night this Saturday, July 20th at the ViStar Veterans Memorial Arena. Join us for exciting football action and help salute and celebrate our military. As a thank you, all active and retired service men and women can get a special buy one, get one free ticket deal. And the first 1,000 fans will receive a free military rally towel. Ask about the new Family 4-packs. You get 4 tickets, 4 food vouchers, and a $25 Al's Pizza gift card. Purchase yours today. Call 904-621-0700 for more information. Make sure to check out our special military jersey auction and player autograph session on the field after the game. Get photos with your favorite player or dancer.
Let's go!
Don't miss the fun this Saturday, July 20th. For tickets, visit jacksharks.com or call 621-0700. That's 904-621-0700.
Let's go!
For over 40 years, Play It Again Sports has served its customers with a winning, sustainable shopping model. Could say, we were recycling before recycling was cool. Save on quality used sporting goods for baseball, softball, lacrosse, hockey, golf, tennis, and more. Or sell us your gently used gear. We buy all sports, all seasons, and offer cash on the spot. Stop by Play It Again Sports today on Merrill Road near 295 or online at playitagainsports.com.
Good people drink good beer, and great people drink Mocama, a refined craft brewery out of Fernandina Beach, Florida. Mocama Beer Company brings sophisticated flagship beers, including Cosmico IPA and Dune Garden Lager, to the greater Jacksonville area. Whether you're hitting the water with friends or enjoying a backyard barbecue, Mocama has the perfect fare for your summer activities. Look for us wherever great beers are sold and find your Mocama.
Hey, David again with Royal Pest Services. TAP Insulation stands for thermal, acoustic, and pest control. Keep your home cool, noise out, and pests dead. Visit RoyalPestServices.com to schedule a free inspection.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
I get it. I totally get it. Understand, there's only one Coach Saban. There will only ever be one Coach Saban. And, this program is special. And I guess I just take it as a great honor to be the one that gets to do everything we can to carry on the great tradition.
That is Kalen DeBoer, the new Alabama coach, speaking to the, somewhat obvious here, the difficulty in replacing the legend. What's the saying? You don't want to replace the legend. You want to be the guy who replaces the guy who replaces the legend. We shall see. Listen, good job of scheduling here, or at least fortunate timing. Because Bama's played a lot of these game one intersectional, matchups over the course of the years, but they got a little bit of a, tiptoe into 2024. They get Western Kentucky at home. Then they get South Florida at home. Then it's at Wisconsin. Wisconsin's kind of the Florida of the Big Ten this year. Yeah, it's certainly a game Alabama should win. Let me put it that way. And then they got a big one, prime time against them dogs, September 28th at home. And that'll be the first real national microscope put on Kalen DeBoer, as you hear from the Alabama head coach. The Bama schedule, I was thinking this would be an interesting exercise. If you're any kind of serious contender, does it matter what your overall schedule strength is, or does it matter what your six-pack looks like? Right? You're going to differentiate between Alabama, LSU, Texas, Georgia, and Tennessee, down the line, Texas A&M, name an SEC squad. If we're going to differentiate between them, it's really that top. What are your hardest 6? Not what are your 12. If you're any good, whoever's 7 through 12, you better not lose to. Or if you do, it's such an upset that it wouldn't define you. And so from Alabama, from that standpoint, obviously Georgia would be their toughest game. Home against Georgia. They have to go to LSU. They have to go to Tennessee, and they have to go to Oklahoma later in the year. Not in that order, but they're at Tennessee third Saturday in October. They are at LSU. They are at Oklahoma. They have Missouri at home. They have Auburn at home. So, look, with Nick Saban a coach, you breeze through those games, don't you? I mean, as an outsider, as a third party. Oh, yeah, bam, they'll win that. Yeah, that one. That. You get down to here 10-2 minimum, but with a new coach and all of the change, don't forget Bama lost a lot of dudes to the transfer portal as well, but they kept Jalen Milroe, and that's certainly the most important of any piece coming back to Bama quarterback. And Bama, though, just kind of laying in the weeds a little bit, right? It's all about Georgia and Texas, it seems like. When it comes to the preseason speculation, Steve Sarkisian, he's an interesting spot here, right? I mean, he's spent those years at Alabama. He knows what the SEC is all about. Sark, the Texas head coach, yesterday at media days. Look, the fan base may expect to waltz in, and the media may pick Texas preseason into the SEC title game. Sarkisian knows better.
We have to go earn their respect. We're not going to get anything in this deal. Nothing's going to be free, okay? We're going to have to go earn the respect of our opponents, the opposing coaches, the opposing fans, and that's going to be kind of on the forefront of what we do.
All right, so there's Sarkisian and DeBoer among those meeting the media yesterday. You can catch all this at 1010xl.com, right?
Yep, that's right. Yeah, they've done a lot of work on that.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff all over the place if you want to go deeper on SEC Media Days. Meanwhile, Billy Napier knows all about schedules. If you were putting together a six-pack there, winner, Florida, although in this case, winner doesn't feel like the word. We've detailed the Gators schedule and the number of potential pitfalls that are there. I mean, when you are trying to get to your 6 or 7 wins as a fan, and you're just carte blanche, including wins at home over Miami and Texas A&M and UCF, might be getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. It's a daunting schedule for sure. Billy Napier asked about it yesterday.
Any coach that's coaching this league will tell you, you better be ready to play every week. If you're playing an SEC team, no matter what logo's on the other side, you better have your team ready to prepare or you'll get embarrassed. So I think we've got enough maturity in our locker room to understand that. And that's the benefit of experience, right? I mean, so I think we've got ownership at the player level, and all the great teams that I've been a part of, when the players take ownership and they have expectations for themselves and the rest of the team, that gives you a chance. So every logo matters in this league, man. We got 16 of them now. So you got to be ready to go every week.
16 would be an optimistic outlook, but I like how you threw that in there. Let's play for 16. If you play 16 games, ladies and gentlemen, you're going all the way to the championship game. Save that soundbite. It'll run forever in Gator lore should it end up coming true. The one reason they're optimistic down there is the steady hand of Graham Merz, who came in and did a lot more than any of us could have expected. As a bridge quarterback, quite frankly, DJ Lagway, the recruit's been on the radar down there in Gainesville for 3-4 years. And Merz came in and I think way overshot any expectations that Gator Nation had for him. And now, it's quite an asset to have in the building and on the field Saturday to Saturday, however many games the Gators end up playing. Merz, yesterday, no matter what the schedule says, you're not going to find doubters inside the building.
I think that there might be doubts outside of it. There's no doubt inside that building. And that's I can say that with full confidence. I mean, we got a We got a group that went through a lot of hard stuff together and doesn't want to feel that again.
Right.
And will not leave any stone unturned to make sure that doesn't happen.
Montrell Johnson is one reason why there's the lingering optimism. Already one of the best running backs in the SEC. Could have gone to the NFL draft, came back for another year. It's even more important, right, with Trevor Etienne off to Georgia, where, by the way, when they announced the all-SEC teams, expect Trevor Etienne to be the first-team running back. I mean, that's the level of loss. But even with that, you feel like running back is not a major concern in Gainesville, whether it's Trayon Webb, emerging this year after last year's freshman year. We saw the production from the young guys in the spring game. Montrell Johnson, though, he's got a bit of a mission this year, right? He came with Napier. He's a big believer in Billy Napier and will fight you over Napier being the right or wrong guy for the program.
It kind of makes us mad because we know that he's a great coach. He's a great guy, like you said. He's kind of like a teammate. You know what I'm saying? We can't let nobody pick on our teammate. So guess what? We got to go out there next season. We got to put on the show.
So it's almost as much. I mean, clearly you guys want to win for yourself. Winning is everything.
Right.
Do you also want to kind of win for him as well?
Most definitely, man. Come on, he's a great coach, man. I wouldn't ask for any other coach in this world. Like he's one of one.
Listen, Billy Napier could become a dadgum, hero down there if they win games. It's one of those deals. In any other regard, you talk to anybody inside the program or around it or other contemporaries, there's a lot of respect for him. But ultimately, as we started this morning show, the respect comes in that left column, man. Comes in that left column. An 8 in that left column, a lot more respectful than a 6. God forbid a number, lower than that. All right, as the British Open gets open and underway, we're going to be giving you a scoring update once an hour, bottom of the hour. So tune in, 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, and so on and so on and so forth. Get the very latest from Royal Troon. At last segment, I left you with Justin Thomas in trouble, and yeah, he ended up making a double. So now we got a log jam at the top, all at 2 under par. For those numbers and for the tee time still to come, you'll be getting British Open updates on the hour, bottom of the hour. So we'll take a quick time out. We'll come back. Got a couple of basketball news involving Caitlin Clark and Bronny James, and we'll kick around the pigskin with a football fix. That's next on a Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
This is Brent Musburger's Action Update, brought to you by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, here are the latest lines from my guys in the desert.
It was Florida football's day at SEC Media Days yesterday in Texas as head coach Billy Napier, quarterback Graham Merz, running back Montrell Johnson Jr., and linebacker Shamar James all met with the media. Napier made it very clear that he is very confident in his team going into his third season, saying that he feels like he has some stability on the roster for the first time in his 3 years. He downplayed the fact that they've got maybe the most difficult strength of schedule in the country, and he also very much complimented his quarterback, Graham Merz. Despite all of that, they don't have great odds for the SEC. They're paying out at plus 10,000 to win the league. That is tied for the 4th worst odds.
For the latest odds all the time, visit vsin.com. I'm Matt Pauley. This has been your Action Update on 1010XL.
Duck Rooter is a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars, and we are looking for top talent to join our team. If you are a plumber, CDL driver, or have experience installing septic drain fields, come join Duck Rooter and let's win together. We offer our players a full package that includes excellent weekly pay, paid holidays, health insurance, and new state-of-the-art equipment. Log on to duckrooter.com and click on the careers page to apply. That's duckrooter.com. Duck Rooter is an equal opportunity employer.
This Open Championship update on 1010XL is brought to you by Vaughn Motor Group.
Westwood One Sports presents this special report on the 152nd British Open Championship. Join the NFL flag football movement by visiting NFL-flag.com to find a league today. The 4th and final major of the year for the men, the Open Championship. At Royal Troon for the 10th time, Henrik Stenson was the last player to win there in a stirring duel with Phil Mickelson in 2016. Both of those players are now on the LIV Golf Series, and both players players are in the field this week. Brian Harmon is the defending champion. He is even par through 3. Some of the notables going out later. Brooks Koepka, a 5-time major champion, out at 9:26 a.m. Eastern. Tiger Woods playing with Xander Schauffele and Patrick Cantlay at 9:37. Jordan Spieth, Cameron Young, and world number 1 Scotty Scheffler at 10:10 a.m. With this report on the British Open, I'm Whit Watson, Westwood One Sports.
Welcome to NFL Flag. In this game, there's a position for everyone. No matter who you are. Let's go! Show what you got! Lace up your cleats, smear on your eye black, step out on the field, and start having fun. This is flag football, and this game is our game. This game! Our game! This game! Our game! This game! Our game! Visit NFL.com to find a league and get playing today. 1, 2, 3, let's play!
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Imagine driving a late model Corvette, BMW, Mercedes, Lexus, Honda, Chevy, Ford, and more, all at a fraction of the original sticker price. Visit Vaughn Motor Group's indoor showroom and browse a great selection of dream cars that are inspected with warranties. Before you make your next auto purchase, check out Vaughn Motor Group on San Jose Boulevard or at vaughnmotorgroup.com for a complete inventory listing. If you can dream it, you can drive it at Vaughn Motor Group.
I'm Patrick Young, inviting you to the Florida SBDC's Network Small Business Success Summit, August 19th and 20th at the Sawgrass Marriott in Ponte Vedra. If you're ready to learn, network, and be inspired, I'll be delivering a keynote message you won't want to miss. Secure your spot today by registering at floridasbdc.org. Hey, there's no time to waste. Right now is the right time. I hope to see you at the Small Business Success Summit in August.
Now that's what I call high-quality H2O. If you want high-quality water in your home at a fair price that won't scare you to death, then talk to someone who knows water and is not a pushy salesman. Contact your local water boy, Keith. I install premium equipment and can repair or even rebuild your existing system. In a business known for aggressive sales tactics, let me show you how my approach is different. If you've got any water problems, contact the water boy at waterboyjack.com.
Pull up a chair at the table for some Saturday afternoon sports talk with Compton and Company.
So you want to talk about this or what?
Join Compton and Company noon to 2 Saturdays for more conversation about the teams you care about most.
I have questions. I need answers.
On 1010XL.
Does the building you go to work in every day need a little love and attention? Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Great companies take great care of the buildings their staff and customers walk into every day. If the building you're in doesn't match the vision you have for your company, we can help. Go to performance-painting.com. Our highly trained team makes the difference. Quality coatings applied with pride.
Performance Painting. DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
This is Keith Catlin for Catlin Truck Accessories, and we are so blessed to be in business for over 100 years. Over 100 years of the best product and customer service means you can count on Catlin. From roll and lock bed covers to Lear toppers to cam locker toolboxes, Catlin Truck Accessories has you covered when it comes to your truck or van. We do those too. Got a fleet of vehicles? We can outfit them all.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
One name, one location, 100 years. You can count on Catlin.
Yo, E to the T here, and we've all been there before. A weekend trip to the casino? Canceled because real life came calling. My Bookie's new and improved online casino is here to change the game. Dive into a truly realistic casino experience featuring the latest in slots, progressive jackpots, and live dealer action. All from the comfort of the crib, my boy. I love the live casino. Just go to MyBookie and click Live Casino at the top. You'll find the dealers ready to spin just like you're at the casino. The MyBookie Casino provides a Las Vegas experience with the actions in your hands, and you don't even need to wear pants, my guy. Start at MyBookie today with a generous sign-up bonus using promo code 1010XL and a revamped loyalty program that'll ensure the host an exclusive VIP perk. So sign up and hit the casino with promo code 1010XL. The more you play, the more you win. Only with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
This is Mark Nato. My sons and I have seen the doctors and PAs at Southeast Ortho for everything from lumbar spine stress to elbow tendonitis. Southeast has always been there, been truthful, and always been on point. Everything they say happens. We can't thank them enough for what they've done and the great care that they have taken of our sons.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
It's time to fire up your grill, shoot off some fireworks, and launch one of the biggest sales in the history of the United States. It's our independent sale happening right now at Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet. Whether you drive a car, a truck, or an EV, everyone is welcome to celebrate our independent sale with the lowest prices, largest inventory, and the most love for our country. Come celebrate with Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville. You don't want to miss this.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Every time number 9 touches the ball, there is a buzz in this arena. What a start for Bronny. Rips the cords from the mid-range. Older brother of Cason Wallace, who just had a great rookie season with Oklahoma City. Lost the ball. Castleton the steal. East run on the break. Drops it back to Castleton for the finish.
Oh, yeah. Little summer splash for Bronny, finally. Double-digit points for Bronny James last night. He had 12, and then you heard Colin Castleton. We tagged that on there for you. The former Gator, double-double, 17 points, 12 rebounds. Of course, this all gets a mini asterisk. The opponent, the Atlanta Hawks.
How did the Hawks look in that one?
Yeah, the Hawks haven't won yet in the Summer League. That's,
Oof.
Yeah, not a shock, as you say. So anyway, there's that. And then I don't understand something, though, Gibby. Maybe you can understand something for me.
Okay.
Among the many harsh, unfair, ridiculous, it will age even worse than it sounded at the time, criticisms of Caitlin Clark when, she committed the fatal flaw of overachieving and taking a dormant Iowa program to the championship game back-to-back years. How dare she? Broke the scoring records. You know the Caitlin Clark phenomena by now. If you don't, go to a visiting arena in the WNBA. Say it holds 8,000 people and 6,000 will be there to see Caitlin Clark. Apparently just they don't understand this around the league when these girls who normally play in front of 2,600 play in front of 9,000 because the Fever on the schedule. Still haven't figured that out, I don't think, but nonetheless. Among the many contrived criticisms of Caitlin Clark, and I can't remember who the quote was from. It was from one of these WNBA players. Well, all she is a ball hog. Implying if so-and-so shot it this many times or that many times or pulled up from here, there, anywhere. No big deal. She's just a ball hog. Come to our league, big boy, big girl league. Yeah, we'll teach her a thing or two. And Caitlin Clark's been in the WNBA for like 10 minutes. She's the first WNBA rookie in the history of the league to get a triple-double. And now last night, the ball hog said how long does the WNBA be around? A few years too long, if you ask me. Nonetheless, the WNBA's been a thing now for probably 30 years, maybe? Where are we at on WNBA basketball? 25, 30 years? At least? Anywho, the ball hog, Caitlin Clark, all she does is shoot, had 19 assists last night for the Indiana Fever. Oh, yeah, 24 points as well.
WNBA was founded in 97.
So, yeah, we're 27, 28 years into the league. Mm-hmm. And Caitlin Clark had 19 assists last night. That's the most assists by a player in the history of the WNBA. But we'll show her. Oh, she'll see. Oh, yeah, come on. These are grown women. Here's an interesting stat coming off the 24-point, 19-assist night for Caitlin Clark this year in the WNBA. Combined points and assists. Points generated. A stat that combines your points that you're scoring and the points directly scored off your assists. You know who's number one in the WNBA in that stat? It's not Asia Wilson. It's not any other player that I've never heard of. Caitlin Clark leads in that stat. This isn't an endorsement for the WNBA. It's just another example, gang, of just watch. Watch with your own eyes and draw your own conclusions and your opinions. And when some contrived anti-narrative emerges, we'll try and separate it for you, and then just keep watching with your eyes. So if any of you bought into this nonsensical belief that Caitlin Clark was a product of some, racist revolution, or that it was, has anything to do with other than how good she is, at least from her standpoint, and how she's treated, what's said about her. Yeah, she shouldn't be she hadn't earned her way on the U.S. national team. Oh, no, no, nothing personal. It's just, we got better players than her. Okay. Sure you do. Enjoy your delusion, ladies. If you want to catch up and jump on this Caitlin train and all triple your salaries in the next 5 years, feel free. Or if you want to run out and, throw logs on the track to slow it down, that's your prerogative too, I suppose. 24 and 19 assists, a WNBA record now for Caitlin Clark, who already in her first, 28 seconds of game time in this little league she plays in, became the first rookie ever with a triple-double. But yeah, right now, you will find people telling you that other players are the rookie of the year in the WNBA. That's how anti-Caitlin Clark, a large, and by the way, often from people who should know better, quite frankly. People who know basketball who should know better. Caitlin Clark has hundreds of more points. When I said that stat earlier, the combined points and assists, more than any other player in the NBA, including the people who will be in the U.S. World Team and that will win the MVP and all that good stuff. Not just more points, hundreds more points responsible for at this stage of the WNBA season. Her first in the league. Not saying, I'm just saying. The guys, by the way, finally put a good game together. So if you were worried about Team USA not able to win gold at this year's Olympics, you can rest just a little bit easier as they pick up a win yesterday. All right, Gibby, fire up the band. We got a football fix. Let's take a little tour to National Football League. ESPN has, by the way, it's brought to you by the Sharks. Home game this weekend. It's Military Appreciation Night, Military Night. They got a lot of good stuff planned. Sharks playing their best football of the year. Sadly, the season will come to a close. But they're figuring some stuff out, getting some answers, particularly at quarterback. So we'll see you down inside the Shark Tank this Saturday night. And the home course, the Julington Creek Golf Club. Tee it high and let it fly. Best deal in golf. And go online today and set your tee time at the Julington Creek Golf Club. Well, it was, I believe, yesterday that I read a story on Devante Adams saying that any trade speculation is, quote, baseless. Remember that? We saw that? Anybody seen that headline, read that little story? Today, I read, Devante Adams states preferred destination if Raiders traded him. From baseless to, yeah, if it does happen. He's made it clear he has no intentions of being traded. His agent, I guess, the one that called him baseless and unfounded. Adams did admit, though, that if there was one team or person to get him to leave Las Vegas, it'd be Aaron Rodgers. No kidding. Which comes after Rodgers fueled the trade rumors over the weekend. Made a comment about playing with the former Packer teammate, quote, again. And so he's been to the Jets in the rumor mill. We played Dan Orlovsky's comments off of ESPN for you yesterday. Gibby, what would you say right now? You had a dog in the fight, and you had to
Yeah, I'd say it probably happens.
It kind of looks that way, doesn't it? Sometimes, what do they say? If it looks like a duck and it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's a duck.
Probably a duck. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, Rodgers probably going to have his way with this one, but, I mean, don't they have to, kind of tiptoe the line of tampering on that? I mean,
that's a good question.
Can he talk about openly about Devante when he's on another team?
That's a good question. I know that probably, in a free agent situation, or you would get in trouble for that, so... I don't know. Speaking of Devante Adams and the receivers, and ESPN has now ranked the receivers, right? And it was kind of distressing. We talked about receiver being, a question area. It would be a smaller question if the one established, proven receiver that we had was a top 5 or at least top 10 receiver. But they listed a top 10, and then they listed an honorable mention that went down to 16 receivers deep, and then they listed all those receiving votes, which took it another 12 receivers deep. That's 28 receivers at least got a vote in ESPN's poll. Nary a Jaguar received a single vote, including Christian Kirk, who is the number 1 receiver here. So, again, all eyes on rookie Brian Thomas Jr., all eyes on Gabe Davis, and there's some proving to do this year at the receivers position. There's a hard knocks on every day, it seems like, from every team in the league. We counted up yesterday between what starts in the offseason, and then you've got one that's going now, and then you'll have the regular old hard knocks, and then you got in season, and I don't know, at one point, I don't watch all these, but I know even some of the other platforms would do their own version, whether it was Amazon Prime at one point or some of those. They're with the Giants right now, and they were able to capture the blunt reaction of Giants ownership when they decided to go, with Daniel Jones, and because of that, or with all that money tied up, allow Saquon Barkley to go into free agency, right? But in the latest episode on HBO, the GM there, Joe Shine, revealed he received a text about Barkley's free agent market. The Bears and Eagles were apparently fighting over the 2-time Pro Bowler. And the GM says, I'll have a tough time sleeping if Saquon goes to Philadelphia. Or the owner said that, rather, to the GM. I'll have a tough time sleeping if Saquon goes to Philadelphia, I'll tell you that. He's the most popular player we have, by far. Yeah. How to sleep like a nervous GM. Have your owner tell you that right before it happens.
Can you imagine if HBO, back when Coughlin was coaching, went to him and said, hey, Coach, we're going to film everything you do for a couple months. Are you okay?
What?
Are you okay with that?
What? All right, it is the off-season of lists, so we can dive into this one a little bit more. CBS Sports, friend of the program, Will Brinson, his placing of NFL quarterback into tiers. He puts a big 3 of Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, and who? Gibby, who would you complete? It's his big 3. It's not mine or yours.
Who did you say? He said Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen,
and who would the third be?
Lamar.
Yeah, Lamar. Good. That would be your third. Yeah. No, that wouldn't be mine.
Who?
Probably go Burrow. Huh? Now, again, I got to go all things being equal, health and everything, but I'd probably go Burrow. I may go a couple more over Lamar, and I'm big on Lamar, man. But, by the way, last year he had Mahomes, Allen, and Burrow. Lamar is the MVP, by the way, so he probably should be in a Tier 1 quarterback spot. Tier 2 could join them next year. By the way, we're looking for Trevor Lawrence in this little exercise if you haven't caught on. Tier 2 is Joe Burrow, Jordan Love, and C.J. Stroud. Don't like seeing 3 young quarterbacks there, and one of them's not our golden-haired beaut.
Do you agree that Jordan Love is there already?
No.
He had a good year last year, but does he need to make another jump for you?
I will say this. I trust Jordan Love more than C.J. Stroud.
Do you really?
I do, because he's been in the league. Now, I'm not saying I think Jordan Love's career will be better. There's more unknown for me with C.J. Stroud than there is with Love, only because Love spent a couple years, right, as a backup, learning the league. And once he got his feet under him, he was terrific in the second half. So
he had 32 touchdown passes last year.
Right.
And over 4,000 yards.
With young, no-name receivers for the most part.
Yeah, we just gave you that list the other day about teams that spend the money this year on receivers. Packers
and they were last, right?
Because all the rookies.
Yeah, so, factor that in there as well. I'm not putting C.J. Stroud or Jordan Love in the Joe Burrow category at all. In fact, I would still put some of those other veteran quarterbacks over those two. But anyway, we shall see. Last year, by the way, Trevor was in this category. Could join them next year. Instead, he took the down elevator. Sneaky upside, high-level starters, Tier 3. Spoiler alert, no Trevor. Hey, Will Brinson, no longer friend of the program. Let's go down a tier. Intrigue with question marks is where they put him. Category that includes Tua, Aaron Rodgers, Trevor, Kyler Murray, and then 2 of these things don't belong here, Anthony Richardson and Will Levis. If you're going to tell me the Will Levis question marks are the same category of the Trevor Lawrence, I'm going to end the football fix and say, how about new? It's Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday. That's football fix. Brought to you. You got Sharks tickets in there, by the way, Gibby? Have I failed to do that or no?
No, we've
okay, good.
We can give them away now if you want.
Oh, we have them?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, let's do that right now.
It.
Football Fix brought to you by the Sharks. Enjoy the last home game of the year. We'll be back with more. We'll see you on the home course and for hour number 2 next on a Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Ready? I'm... Wait for it!
This is 1010XL.
Fire!
Jacksonville Sports Radio. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL. This Open Championship update on 1010XL is brought to you by Vaughn Motor Group.
Westwood One Sports presents this special report on the 152nd British Open Championship, sponsored by Prevagen. Scotty Scheffler, Xander Schauffele, Bryson DeChambeau. Who will add his name to the list of men's major champions in 2024? The Open Championship is on at Royal Troon in Scotland, historically one of the hardest golf courses players face all year. In the last 3 Opens played at Troon, the scoring average was over 73. Justin Thomas had it to 4 under through 11 holes, but a double bogey at 12 sets him back to 2 under. That is the best number on the course. There are 4 players at -2, including major champions Thomas and Justin Rose. World number 1 Scotty Scheffler goes out at 10:10 a.m. Eastern Time with Jordan Spieth and Cam Young. Tiger plays at 9:37. With this report on the British Open, I'm Whit Watson, Westwood One Sports.
Todd is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Hi, I'm Todd, and I live in Georgia. I'm a veteran of 23 years. I love to give back to the community, whether it's my fellow veterans, some guy on the street corner. I offer what I can, when I can. I started noticing that my memory was slipping, and I wanted to take proactive measures to try to help that. I saw a Prevagen commercial, and I did some research on it, and I wanted to find out, does this stuff really work? I started taking Prevagen about 3 years ago. Since taking Prevagen, I feel clearer in my thoughts, my memory has improved, and generally just more on point.
Prevagen is available in stores everywhere without a prescription. Based on a clinical study of subgroups of individuals who are cognitively normal or mildly impaired, this product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
Hey, Hicken here for Lockhart Construction. They're a longtime Jacksonville business. Shane's dad started the company, still with them. Shane, his pops, his guys, they're all from here, taking care of people who live here. People like me. We've used Lockhart Construction numerous times, and I'll tell you why. Because they're awesome. That's the bottom line. Fast, friendly, they're affordable, they're clean. You let them into your house, no problem. They get the job done. Man, whatever you need. We need a new bathroom, so we did our bathroom with Lockhart Construction. He's done siding to my son's house. Terrific job. Their family gives your family a better living experience. If you have a construction need, a thought, a remodel idea, give Shane a call. He'll call you back. 994-3865. Shane Lockhart, Lockhart Construction. 994-3865.
Hey, Jacksonville Cougars, it's me, Soccer Sam, for Salvatore's Pizza. Rochester, New York's favorite pizza is now open in Jacksonville, Florida, Tapestry Park at the Loft Hotel Plaza. Daily $10 deals, dine in with beer and wine, and delivery at salvatores.com. The famous Formoso family brings Salvatore's Pizza, Rochester's favorite pizza, including our 32-piece sheet pizza for your next event. Do it with me, baby. Salvatores.com.
Hey, certainly facing interesting economic times. I can't speak for all of us, but for me, it's comforting to know my money's in good hands with my guys at ITP Partners, Jacksonville guys taking care of my Jacksonville money. Look, I'll admit it. I don't understand a ton about the economy, higher interest rates, 401ks, SEP IRAs. I do know this. As I move closer to retirement, my money grows because I found guys I trust. That's the ITP Partners, man. They got my money. They got Dan money. They're making that money grow. That's Chris Bryan. That's Jeff Hartman. That's Reagan Wright. That's Dan Abel. That's Reed Wingate. And it's not just me. It's 3 generations of Hickens investing with our friends at ITP Partners, who also invest in the Jacksonville community. It ain't cookie-cutter stuff, by the way. They listen. They give us each individualized strategies. Our goals are their priority. I'm inviting you to get in the game. ITP Partners, they're there. They're friendly. They're going to help you out. Chris at ITPPartners.com. Chris at ITPPartners.com or call 312-9751. 312-9751. ITP Partners, they're my financial partners for life.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents
Are You Cool?
Today's challenger, a paint color namer from Jacksonville, Florida. Meet Irving Stapler.
Hi, Howie.
So the next round is word association. I'll say a word and you give me the first word you think of. Engagement ring.
Jeweler.
Gas station.
Fueler.
Aaron Burr.
Dueler.
Air conditioning.
Wow. Jeez. It's a toughie.
Come on, Irv. The sponsor's going to kill me now.
Oh, Bueller.
That's right, Irv. If your AC is struggling through the summer heat, the first name you should think of for fast, friendly, 5-star service is Bueller Air and Plumbing. The name to know to make sure you are cool.
Have a beer, Irv.
Cooler.
Stay cooler with Bueller. Visit BuellerAir.com.
Arrested? Got traffic tickets? DUI? License problems, gun charges, drug charges? If you've been charged with any crime, call me, criminal defense attorney Malcolm Anthony, at 285-4LAW. That's 285-4LAW.
Let's go!
It's Military Appreciation Night this Saturday, July 20th at the ViStar Veterans Memorial Arena. Join us for exciting football action and help salute and celebrate our military. As a thank you, all active and retired servicemen and women can get a special buy one, get one free ticket deal. And the first 1,000 fans will receive a free military rally towel. Ask about the new Family 4-packs. You get 4 tickets, 4 food vouchers, and a $25 Al's Pizza gift card. Purchase yours today. Call 904-621-0700 for more information. Make sure to check out our special military jersey auction and player autograph session on the field after the game. Get photos with your favorite player or dancer.
Let's go!
Don't miss the fun this Saturday, July 20th. For tickets, visit jacksharks.com or call 621-0700. That's 904-621-0700.
Let's go!
Right now, you may be running a little late, or feeling stressed, or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
I'm Jeff Middlecoff with Trustline Mortgage. My business partners, Alan Tyre, Bill Pappas, and Ken Rimley, have been helping first-time home buyers with their mortgage financing all over Florida for 34 years. First-time home buyers can get no or low down payments, anywhere from 0 to 3.5% down. As a first-time home buyer with Trustline Mortgage, you get added benefits for doing your loan with us, like lower rates on your mortgage insurance and lower closing costs. Oh, and did I forget to mention that Trustline gives first-time home buyers better mortgage interest rates? Here's the bottom line. Trustline Mortgage wants to help first-time home buyers accomplish your goal of home ownership. That's why Trustline Mortgage is offering the best first-time home buyer benefits around, period. Trustline Mortgage delivers with no and low down payments, lower closing costs, and better interest rates. Call Trustline Mortgage today at 381-LOAN. That's 381-LOAN to find out how we can help you buy your dream home. Or visit our website at trustlinemortgage.com. Trust your instincts and follow the line to Trustline Mortgage.
Certain restrictions apply. See office for details. Trustline is an equal housing opportunity. MLS number 331480.
Lauren Brooks here from Mayport CNC Fisheries. At my house, we had a feast from Mayport CNC Fisheries with the freshest shrimp around, and it was unbelievable. They also have oysters, scallops, mahi, and so much more. Want to eat like a local? Head to the beach and visit my friends at Mayport CNC Fisheries.
At Cannons of Jacksonville, they know that when you're towing anything, you gotta have products you can rely on. With over 50 years of fabrication expertise, the family at Cannons can repair or install precisely what you need to tow with confidence. Whether it's a heavy-duty hitch, trailer frame, gooseneck, tow bar, or any other towing accessory, Cannons will provide you with unmatched precision and durability. For all your towing needs, visit cannonsofjacks.com, where quality and customer satisfaction collide.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by JEA. At SEC Media Days, Gator head coach Billy Napier commented on how the team would define success for this upcoming season.
Right, we're going to focus on the work that's ahead, and then we'll look up at the end of this season and we'll see what that earns.
During his SEC Media Day presser, Gator QB Graham Merz talked about the move from Wisconsin to Florida.
I mean, I think that for me as a person, coming down to Florida and experiencing something new, something different than Wisconsin was big for me.
With training camps about to get underway, Miami Dolphin left tackle Teron Armstead weighed in on his QB, Tua Tagovailoa, getting his new deal.
It's going to happen. We need Tua to go anywhere that we're trying to go. All our dreams, goals, and aspirations is reliant on number one. The Dolphins know that. It'll get done.
That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 80 degrees at 7:05. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing at 7:05.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
You know it! Yes, sir! Thursday. Let's go.
You used to play this song would fit the SEC BD days because you wanted to make it to New Orleans for that Sugar Bowl.
Yeah. Man, I tell you what, there was not a lot, and hopefully this is a good thing, but not a lot of meat on the bone for Florida at the SEC Media Days, right? We know Napier's really confident. He just exuded it again. We know he feels good about his team. We'll see.
I feel like it's just like there's such an overwhelming aura of the elephant in the room, and no one wants to talk about it or admit it. There's just like a base layer of pressure, stress, anxiety, and you can act like it's not. You know, I said it earlier. No matter, like he was asked to define success.
Yeah.
You can use 1,000 words. At the end of the day, we are to the point now where success will be defined, no matter what your standards are, by that number in the left column.
Yeah.
You know, if all of your other measurements of success don't equal a number in the left column, it's just all Gus Bradley.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Which that has to be like, that has to be almost a sense there, I would think.
One of the things he said yesterday is don't believe the hype. What hype?
Yeah, what hype?
Only self-created hype over there. There's not a lot of hype.
No, there's been more. Listen, when you're getting picked 12 or 13th in just about every pick, I'd be interested to see what the official, and to your point, just the kind of no meat on the bone feel of Florida coming and going. It felt like South Carolina was coming and going. It felt like Mississippi State was coming and going. They're going to be picked, I think, by officially over there about 13th in the SEC, Dan.
Yeah. He updated the Cormani McClain. There were a lot of rumors going around about him. And obviously there's a couple issues, but not anything that has.
And that is another one that I would say: is he going to play and make an impact on the field?
Yeah.
Because if not, the story doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, and Merz is there obviously, and that's great. I mean, he did say, look, I think this is an NFL guy, and I mean, if he is, that would be fantastic. I don't know that he is or isn't yet. I do know he's got to push the ball down the field more. I mean, I know he can complete the short passes. I know he completed 73% of his passes. I know he completed like 19.
Would he be Purdy? Like if he's an NFL guy?
Maybe
a
like
late-round pick that you hope is a perfect fit and smart kid.
Maybe
I don't know. That'd be a good question for Prosser just said that Grant Mertz is Brock Purdy. I'm not saying that. If indeed they're saying he's an NFL guy, I wonder what the comp, the comp would be there. So
they do all these riding the bull, and Danny Werfel was there. Mertz and Werfel were playing the college football. I mean, just this, it's good. I mean, but I like I said, not a lot of meat on the bone, not a lot of news, which might be a good thing for this program right now. Maybe what they need going forward. They've had a tough couple of years, but really tough 3 years, but our Napier 2 years, 11 wins in 2 years. And you're right. The bottom line is the bottom line. We can sit here all we want. And again, if it doesn't work out, there's a lot that's set up. I was talking to Ox Gator yesterday. He had a good point. We were talking about this, and he was going on and on about how, we got the nutrition. And remember when Mullen was there, and one of the first things Napier fixed was the food. Apparently the food was terrible, or like, here's some chicken nuggets or pizza or whatever. And he took a more interest in every little aspect of the program. He pays attention to detail. But one of the questions that, and Billy's talking about how it's great right now, but why wasn't it great when you started? Like, why has it been, 2+ years? Like, why
change the menu?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think he changed it, but now he's got, he got rid of one and brought in another. And so I guess, and here's a guy who's so, he's got 100 guys down there working. Everybody's got a responsibility, man. It really is a fine-tuned machine.
No, it's supposed to be a fine-tuned machine. I mean, special teams taught us differently.
Again, outside of game day, it's a fine-tuned machine, and we shall see. And I'm even talking about, look, we're going to spend $12.5 to $15 million on our players. Now, I mean, like everybody else is, but it's taken a while to get things going.
What's not helping that he's having to gain that momentum and without winning. On the recruiting trail, on the sponsorship level, I'm sure it's all the way across. I mean, you've talked about we reach a point where we're literally like, go funding me, asking every Gator grad to send $10 a month or whatever a relatively small number it was.
So it will be it'll be fascinating to watch this particular season unfold. I think it's going to be great in terms of how it plays out. I have no idea. Listen, our Dream Finders Homes poll question of the day. Dream Finders Homes, the official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Gators, and the Jags. And I just want to take a Jag fan temperature as we close in on training camp, right?
I like
Rookies coming
Good
in.
time.
Let's set the expectation. Where are we? What do we expect this year? 10+ wins, 8 to 9 wins, 7 or less, or I have no idea. 10+ wins, 8 to 9, 7 or less. Or I have no idea, because I really don't think this is a team that's going to be.
I think more than
5-12, and I don't think it's a team that's going to be 13-4.
I think more than half. We'll say 8 to 9.
Okay, and
then I think 10 or more will be in second place.
Okay,
and then whatever's just below 8 to 9 will be in third.
We have 300 votes, and we right now 45.7. The leader, 10+ wins.
Okay, good. I'm okay with that.
Expectation is high. 37.5, 8 to 9.
Let's take what's good and have it. So many years we've had none.
Yeah.
Or false.
Yeah. 10.6, 7 or less, 10.6. And I have no idea, 6.1. You can vote at Dan Hicken. Gibby has posted as well on the social media sites. Dream Finders is everywhere you want to be. 20+ Jacksonville communities, best locations. Get off the sidelines and into the game. Quality built homes that you can call your own. And for a limited time on select move-in ready homes, Dream Finders Homes is offering an amazing 3.99% interest rate. Year one of your mortgage. Go to dreamfindershomes.com. Get all your details. Tell them Dream Finders Danny Hicken sent you, and you'll be glad you did. You can vote all day long. Well, not all day long. We have for 3 more hours. So just kind of curious, but it's interesting to me that Jag fan is saying, all right, let's go win 10. I expect to win 10 games or more.
Maybe at some point when you revisit, let's pull up the schedule now on the eve of training camp and take a look at it again, knowing exactly what has happened since that schedule has been released. And I know many of the pieces were in place, but you get a better feel, I think, the closer you get to really the start of the regular season.
As we go forward with the stadium, there's no plan for Jacksonville to chase another Super Bowl. But there is a plan, I'm pretty sure, for the Jags to get a draft. Jags will want to get a draft, and they'll get a draft.
I would think.
And just so you guys know the numbers, and again, some of these numbers, whatever.
We have a nice big area to hold a draft, too.
Right.
We'd fit good.
Detroit released a study breaking down their economic impact. Detroit had the draft this year. And there's certain things, okay, like certain facts. Now, I don't know how they figure. Some people have always argued total economic impact, but they threw that number out, $213 million. $161 million came from out-of-town visitors. 50 million viewers on television. 30% of all attendees to the draft traveled 100-plus miles. Fans from all 50 states, more than 20 countries attended the draft in person. Hotel occupancy rates range from 74% to 92% during the NFL draft. Super impressive because out-of-town visitors are significantly more valuable than local residents. And there's the pictures were incredible. It's kind of like people go to the draft.
And we have really a perfect place to have the draft. We got a lot of complex area down there, especially when it's newly rebuilt. And we got the beaches. Great time of year.
Yeah.
It's the end of April. It's get away from that last blast of cold up north.
I think the draft would be a wonderful get for Jacksonville.
And in a short window, no, but I would be shocked if they don't have a Super Bowl at some point in the future.
Oh, I don't think there's any plan to even chase a Super Bowl right now.
I'm not talking about chasing. I mean in the future. I don't mean the next 5 years, 10 years. But at some point, I don't know why you wouldn't get back in that rotation.
20-plus years?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I'm not. We won't see it.
Most likely.
I went to one of those community huddles that Lamping did, and he sounded pretty confident they would get a draft.
Yeah.
I think that's where they'll start for sure. And by the way, trying to get into the college football mix is also something will have a lot more teeth to it.
Yes. So anyway, just something to think about. All right, we got a big day today. We got a lot going on. So we'll rock and roll through a Thursday. There's a lot to discuss actually going forward. So
okay, good.
We'll continue SEC Media Day talk.
British Open is underway.
Yeah. Looks like it's playing tough today.
Loads of leaderboard coverage
2 under.
here all morning long. Yeah, Justin Thomas had it to 4, and he went backwards.
All right.
So he finished, I think, at 1. Justin Rose is a 2 under and just hit a decent shot there. But, yeah, nothing. I like it like this. It's going to bunch up low rather than or high, I guess.
It looks a little chilly and windy over there.
It is. They said like 58, 59 degrees. Tiger 937. Scotty Scheffler. This is good for brunch with the Tour Karma. 10:10.
10:10 a.m. even.
Wow.
All right, let's come back with a 10-minute drill. It's a Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday on 1010XL.
The drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Yo, E to the T here, and we've all been there before. A weekend trip to the casino? Canceled because real life came calling. MyBookie's new and improved online casino is here to change the game. Dive into a truly realistic casino experience featuring the latest in slots, progressive jackpots, and live dealer action. All from the comfort of the crib, my boy. I love the live casino. Just go to MyBookie and click Live Casino at the top. You'll find the dealers ready to spin just like you're at the casino. The MyBookie Casino provides a Las Vegas experience with the actions in your hands, and you don't even need to wear pants, my guy. Start at MyBookie today with a generous sign-up bonus using promo code 1010XL and a revamped loyalty program that'll ensure the host an exclusive VIP perk. So sign up and hit the casino with promo code 1010XL. The more you play, the more you win. Only with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Man, I couldn't be any happier than to be part of the George Moore Chevrolet family. And when I say family, that's how you'll be treated when you visit the beautiful showroom off Atlantic Boulevard and find out exactly what I'm talking about. There's no pressure there, just friendly help, man. I love George Moore Chevrolet and everything they do. You know me, I got my boy Blue, the beautiful blue Silverado. But if you want a car or an SUV or electric pre-owned or a truck, George Moore Chevrolet's got it. And if you can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard, no worries. More Chevy, that's more with an E, Chevy.com. So easy to navigate. You'll see all the vehicles, sales, service, parts as well. Man, their service department, top notch. Gone over there a couple times, and they've done terrific work for me. It's never been more easy to use. It's George Moore Chevrolet, gang. Together, let's drive.
Imagine waking up this time next week and being 100% debt-free. No credit cards, no car loan, no personal loan. Hey, Prosser here. Loan Pronto's Equity Express line of credit can make it happen. Homeowners are turning their home equity into cash almost instantly. With Loan Pronto's AI-based system, you can get approval in about 10 minutes with almost no documentation, no appraisal, and no hassle. You can get hundreds of thousands of dollars out of your home. Use that money to pay off all your other loans. The average homeowner saves over $850 a month doing this. Listen, your home value is way up. You can use that to wipe out all those credit cards and more. Get some money for home improvement. Literally hundreds of thousands are at your fingertips. And approval is just minutes away. So call now, 904-999-1508. 904-999-1508. That's loanpronto.com. Take that cash that you're living in and put it to use. NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval, equal housing lender. Prosser here. As you may or may not know by now, I did the research and decided to go with Jack's Concrete Coatings for my garage floor. OMG, as the kids would say. I can't begin to tell you how good it looks, how happy we are. We brag on it anytime someone walks in the garage. They had the job finished in one day with a lifetime warranty. That's right. As the certified Pintech dealer for North Florida, the only company offering pure polyurea, I can't wait to do my patio deck next. Call 862-2000. That's the number, 862-2000, or jacksconcretecoatings.com.
Brackish Vodka, the official vodka of UNF Athletics, 100% made in Jacksonville, is available at all local liquor stores. Visit Browdy's, Total Wine, ABC, Shores, Golden, Sahara's, Golden Ox, and more. Drink our gluten-free San Francisco Spirit award-winning vodka and see why it's the smoothest vodka you can buy. When you drink Brackish Vodka, you support all of our local employees, and all the money stays in Jacksonville. Drink Brackish Vodka and live life slightly salty. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
All right, gang, Hicken here. Let's talk skin. Me, myself, I am Beach's Dermatology. That'd be Doctors Boudreaux and Metz. Man, they want you to wear the sunscreen. It's so hot outside. That sun can do some damage if you don't put on the screen. If you're going out there to the beach, if you're going fishing, if you're going golfing, if you're going to watch your kids play, man, put on the sunscreen. You know, Doctors Boudreaux and Metz, they're great guys at Beach's Dermatology. They've taken care of me for decades, man. They're the best in the business. Dr. Fader, who does the Mohs surgery as well. Super people, ready to help you. They don't want to see you. They want you to take care of your screen. They want you to listen. They want you to wear the wide brim hats. They want you to wear the long sleeve shirts. They want you to protect yourself. Now, if you do have anything that you see on your skin and it doesn't look normal, just go get it checked out. No big deal. Give Beach's Dermatology a call online at beachesdermatology.com.
Looking for a new vehicle? Take a look at Jenkins Hyundai of Jacksonville. Now's the time to save big this summer. Choose from more than 250 new and over 1,000 used and certified pre-owned vehicles on the lot, or shop anytime at JenkinsHyundaiofJacksonville.com. Hyundai has one of the top warranties in the business. Lifetime powertrain and a 5-year bumper-to-bumper warranty, plus 3 years free maintenance on a new vehicle. Give us the opportunity to earn your business today. Atlantic Boulevard, Jacksonville, or visit JenkinsHyundaiofJacksonville.com. Welcome to the family.
Men, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, Prime Men's Medical Center will get your sex life back in just one visit. Their painless, breakthrough medical treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Prime Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Prime Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments will restore your sex life regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. Plus, you'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients will have their testosterone checked free. Call 904-902-8222. 904-902-8222. To regain your sex life in just one visit, call now. 904-902-8222.
Get recruiting tips and advice from area coaches, pros, athletes, and their parents.
So you gotta up your game.
Plus, better ways to train as B3 Better brings you the Amateur's Edge Show, Saturday from 11 to noon on 1010XL.
Expert Automotive is ready to keep you cool this summer. Right now, get an AC inspection or a system cooling checkup. Your choice for only $19.99. Their gift to you this summer is $50 off any service and a free tire rotation with any service. Their ASE certified technicians can keep your car cool without breaking the bank this summer. Call them at 374-3373 to get an appointment today. Expert Automotive. They never sell greed, only what you need.
Your cooling system isn't working.
Maybe somebody showed up with a portable electronic device. Then they discussed with you what your options are. Maybe they gave you an estimate that seems like an awful lot of money. What's the smart thing to do? When the situation merits a second opinion, get a Mike Merritt opinion. Yes, the Mike Merritt Comfort Team shows up with hand tools. We've never been able to fix an air conditioning problem with a tablet. Mike Merritt has been the trusted name for more than 30 years because there's never any hocus pocus. The Merritt team will walk you through the diagnostic steps up close and personal and show you exactly what you need. And the Mike Merritt price is likely to be far less because there's never an overtime charge, and the Merritt team doesn't work on commission. So remember, when it comes to the health of your cooling system, a second opinion can only help, and a Mike Merritt opinion can save you money. Florida license CACO 50384.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Care you can see.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Brought to you by Jack's Concrete Coatings.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
On 1010XL.
Hey! Ho! Sports concepts and rationalizations. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we love to hand out a prize pack.
We do.
The artist formerly known as E used to refer to that as Razzle Dazzle. We've gone from E to G.
Hey, yeah, there you
Gibby,
go.
what do we have in the prize pack today?
We have got a good floral arrangement from Kuhn Flowers. You can impress the missus or whoever you want to give it to. And we'll give that away here at the end of the 10-minute drill.
And the drill, 10-minute drill this morning brought to you by Jack's Concrete Coatings. E is I just got somebody on the text line still trickling in. What happened to E? Where's E? What's wrong with E? E tore his Achilles. He's had surgery this week. We're waiting further medical updates. I know he's itching to get back. Of all the people that don't want to be laid up,
that'd be
our guy E probably be top of the list.
He's always on the move.
Yeah, always.
I mean, doesn't stop.
Never.
Energy.
He does now.
E for energy.
Maybe this was just a lesson just to slow it down a little bit, Chief.
Slow down.
Slow it down.
Slow.
Who will finish in second place in the SEC this year? I mean, is it a no-brainer? I mean, if I say who's going to finish first, it's a no-brainer. Or 99%, unless you've got like a huge homer somewhere, are going to say Georgia.
Say, what's the question?
Who's going to finish in second place in the SEC this year?
Second place?
Yes. What will the SEC championship game be? I got a bit of a stumped look in the eyes there.
I haven't really.
You got to look at the schedule more?
No, I mean everybody wants to go Texas, Georgia, right?
No, yeah, that's my point. Yeah, it's not right. That will be, and the media pick will be Texas, Georgia by a really wide margin. Like probably like 90% of the ballots will have that specific matchup.
Okay,
I think that's what the impression I'm getting.
I don't know. I'd root for an upstart.
I guess
I'll take the field.
Do you think? Yeah, okay.
I don't think I think one of them will get in.
All right,
but I don't think both will.
Yeah.
How about that?
And how many SEC teams do you think will make the playoff? Is there going to be this insistence, especially early, to tamp it down, even nod, wink, wink, hey, man, let's just take 2 or 3 these first couple of years?
No, I think 4.
They'll take 4 just right out of the gates.
I think 4.
This is ours. You're lucky you're in.
Yeah.
Don't make us go Big Ten SEC and just leave you all in the dust.
Well, I think it'll be. You don't think
here's the reality. We looked at the history of the Final Four, and if you take away FSU and Clemson, it's almost exclusively the new SEC, new Big Ten. Like almost exclusively.
Last year, at the end of the year, the final poll, 6 teams from the SEC in the top 12.
Yeah, and how many from the Big Ten?
Michigan, Washington,
and you got to give me this Big Ten: Oregon.
Right. Oregon.
Okay, 3. Ohio State.
Ohio State was 10th.
Okay. That's 10 of the 12. Is that what they're going to do?
Yeah.
And there'll be 1 from the Big 12 and 1 from the at-large?
FSU, and you had Arizona.
Well,
so
but
you'll have an at-large in there.
You have to have a group of 5.
So one of the 6 from the SEC will be exclusive.
So it'll be 5, 4.
And then the 6th team be it.
We'll be screaming.
But
we beat two of those teams.
Screwed.
2 of those 5 we beat.
Well, I tell you what, Sankey took some shots at FSU yesterday a little bit. Huh?
What did he say? I missed that.
Well,
sounds good.
The general thought is, Georgia should have been in the Final Four, but they didn't kick and scream all the way to the, you know what I mean? And the way they didn't act the way Florida State acted.
Right.
Correct. They just said, well, we lost. What are we going to do? Now, look, behind the scenes, I'm sure there was kicking and screaming. Of course there was.
And we learned real quickly. Georgia FSU, who's more deserving, 63-3.
The interesting thing is, are they being a good partner? We want a good partner. That's what they kept saying, a good partner. Now,
okay,
and referring maybe back to FSU, suing and
okay,
so I get the feeling, and again, just by the reports, not in talking to anyone, that the SEC and FSU ain't going to happen.
Well, I will say this too, Dan.
And then there is some thought that the Big Ten, and if that happens, then they're look left staring at the Big 12.
There seems to be a lot of steam that they could end up in the Big 12, and suddenly that Big 12 gets just a little bit better. It becomes closer to these other two. Nothing's going to get to the Big 10 SEC year in, year out, where those have been out with USC and Oregon and all them coming in. Texas and Oklahoma already added to a deep mix. No one's going to touch those two. There's not enough dominant football programs left. You could combine the rest of the college football world, and you can't come up with a conference stronger than those two.
But Sankey's riding high. Loves where his conference is at. You added 2 behemoths.
Yeah.
You got 16.
If this was 2001, would FSU be winning this argument and picking where they want to go?
Maybe.
Right? Because they had a 19-year run. They're top 4 every year. They're winning natties. I said 2001. I don't know what the exact right date would be, but from really the early mid-'80s.
It was a top 4 finish every year.
19 years in a row.
I thought it was 14.
Okay.
You might be right.
No, well, I don't know. I don't know for sure. I know it was just an incredible amount. They probably could have picked and chosen maybe between. And at any point, look, SEC.
14 years, 87 through 2000.
Okay, so 2001 at least was the right date to throw out there. FSU and the SEC historically, I know there have at least been backroom conversations. Has there ever been a big crisis point? FSU could have and said no?
Yeah, Bobby didn't want to do it.
Okay.
Bobby is
that's another reason then.
On record is saying, it's easier to win championships through the ACC.
Yeah.
Which it was, but I mean, again.
And it still is.
I'm not ragging on FSU, by the way. I have no dog in the fight.
I'll tell you what else is. It's amazing how far football's become that everything else is an afterthought.
We play them every
too.
year, so would I want them in the SEC? Not necessarily, but if they were in the SEC, would it bother me? Nah.
I don't care either way. Yeah.
If I was FSU fan, I would want to be in the Big Ten. If I was the Big Ten, I would want FSU.
Get some Florida.
Yeah, I want my footprint.
I thought the Big Ten years ago should take UCF.
If I'm the Big Ten, and I got footprints now in California, why wouldn't I want to have one in Florida?
Of course.
If I got USC and UCLA.
I think in the Big Ten, isn't there still a stick up though with FSU and Clemson don't have the academic accreditation?
I don't believe that either.
Well, you can believe it or not believe it, but if the other 16 do,
let me tell you why that's. I almost want to go McAfee here and start swearing about that. I'll tell you why. Because I've watched, and you should know this, as parents of children who are. And having friends who have children who are college age, it is extremely difficult to get into FSU now. And so I'm tired of this. If that's a northern bias against the South, middle finger to them. I'm tired of.
I don't think that's what it is.
Well, I'm tired of FSU and Florida not taking our kids. We've talked that ad nauseum.
I missed the FSU too hard to get in
for
an excellent
this year.
And by the way, to me, honestly, if I could do it, if you got a 3.0,
open the text line right now and ask whose kids can't get in FSU with like a 3.6.
I'm not arguing.
And a 1,300 on your SATs.
Not opening the text line to that, but I feel you.
Open it up.
I was still from the era where if you didn't get into Florida, you could still go to FSU pretty much no problem.
Not true.
With my kids, I mean.
Yeah, not true.
Yeah.
Not true anymore. Huh. It's so anyway, my point
being.
But
that's a different story than the official academic accreditation that comes from somewhere.
They could take that accreditation and shove it where the sun don't shine.
Okay.
How about that?
I feel you.
And I'm not, again.
All right.
I'm just saying that makes no sense to me.
Yeah,
so,
no.
The only thing that seems to come out of that to me is some sort of hoity-toity. We're the Big Ten, Michigan, and Ohio.
There
Ohio
is some
State,
of that, I think.
You also have
When I think of academic bastions,
Illinois.
Iowa and Nebraska jump
hey,
out.
You ever see Risky Business? Who am I? Looks like the University of Illinois.
What's that actor's name? He was that actor.
Tom Cruise. Are you kidding me?
No, but I was thinking. Correct, yours was.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the guy that was interviewing him. That character actor.
He was in a
he was
TV.
in Parenthood. He was in What's that vampire?
Wasn't
movie?
he like Rhoda's? Not Rhoda's, but
Yeah,
Rhoda's
maybe.
sister's husband or something? Or
yeah. Looks like the University of Illinois. That's the way
they
back.
said people could use Princeton could use guys like I forgot the guy's name, so and so. Anyway, we're digressing. We got to take a break.
Bryson DeChambeau. We've got more. We've got more British Open scoring update than you can handle. That's coming up once, twice an hour here. I will just say that one of the stories here in the early going has been Bryson DeChambeau, and he's not a story for the right reason this time around. I'm trying to find his.
Oh no, that's my guy this week.
Yeah, Bryson DeChambeau right now, Dan, through 9 holes. You ready?
Yeah.
And boy, we annoy. They win a golf tournament and look good, and boy, they're here. A 6 over through 9. So,
oh dear.
Yeah, I missed the other recent major champions going 6 over on their first 9 after the title.
By the way, Rory's 2 over. He just had a double.
No, it's tough. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It's tough. That still has you, though, tied for 96 down there at 6 over at the turn.
One thing about the British Opens, man, you look at those tee shots. This is where it makes it so tough. Like and these guys are so good playing, but they're all in the wisp and stuff.
That'd come crime. I'm going to get so old that I won't be able to play anymore.
Yeah. But anyway, 641-1010. Tell them what they're going to win, Gibby.
Got a floral delivery from Kuhn Flowers here from Kuhn Flowers. 641-1010. We'll take caller number 1 right now. 641-1010.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
There's a new one-stop shop for all things Florida State. Subscribe to 1010XL Seminoles YouTube channel, up-to-the-minute updates, analysis, and more. Plant the spear and subscribe to 1010XL Seminoles channel today.
This Open Championship update on 1010XL is brought to you by Vaughn Motor Group.
Westwood One Sports presents this special report on the 152nd British Open Championship, sponsored by Stable. With every fill-up or when you store, start with Stable. Visit Stable.com for more information. Swedish veteran Alex Noren posts the early clubhouse lead with a 2-under 69 at the 152nd Open Championship at Royal Troon. As of this moment, Noren is the only player to finish his round under par. Adam Scott is -1 playing the 18th. Nikolai Højgaard 2-under as he plays his last. There have been some early scoring casualties. U.S. Open champion Bryson DeChambeau made 4 bogeys and a double on his first 8 holes. One of those bogeys was at the 8th, the famed postage stamp par 3. With this report on the British Open, I'm Whit Watson, Westwood One Sports.
Want to keep your gas-powered engines running like new? Stable's proprietary formulas are proven by third-party testing to outperform the competition in keeping fuel fresh, preventing corrosion, and cleaning the entire fuel system. With Stable, you can have confidence you are doing the right thing for your engine's long-term health. Just pour into your gas can or fuel tank, then top off with fresh fuel. At every fill-up or when you store, start with Stable. Available where fuel additives are sold.
Pros, now's your chance to find the deals you need during Pro Savings Days at Lowe's. Right now, get up to 20% off select Werner and Little Giant ladders. Plus, save $60 on a DeWalt 20-volt max 2-tool combo kit. Was $229, now $169. Shop the brands you trust in-store or online today. Because Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows pros. Valid through 7/26. While supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Hey, I can hear from our friends at GolfTeeRepair.com. Of course we don't fix golf tees. Come on, man. We just want you to have some fun around the game we all love. Golf Tee Repair, Jacksonville company, makes affordable golf wear for Jacksonville dudes who love to play. I'm talking about polos, t-shirts, hats, hoodies. You got to see it to believe it. GolfTeeRepair.com, that's the site. All natural materials made from bamboo, comfortable, breathable clothing. GolfTeeRepair.com. Perfect to wear this summer and into September when you're football game bound. Be comfortable in the heat. And by the way, go to GolfTeeRepair.com right now. Look at all the merch. Whatever you purchase, just go to the promo code DRILL50. 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 Boom, 50% off. 50% off, man. And don't forget to check out our repair kits, perfect for your golf bags. GolfTeeRepair.com. You'll have some fun. You'll look good. You'll feel good. Terrific forever.
Hey folks, it's Jennifer Marion. Randy Marion Cadillac is the pinnacle of luxury in the First Coast area.
And guess what? We've got the all-new Cadillac Lyriq with $16,000 off MSRP.
That's right. You pick the color and drive away today in ultimate style.
Experience the future of driving with the Cadillac Lyriq. Electric, elegant, and exhilarating.
Visit us online at randymarioncadillacofjacksonville.com or come see us on Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville.
Don't miss out on this unbeatable deal. Plus tax tag title $8.99 admin fee and resistor.
Tell them Jennifer sent ya.
What's up? I'm Miles.
Hey, and I'm Jara.
And the little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Maple Pepper Bacon Sandwich is how the flavors come together. First, I taste the smoky grilled chicken, then the pepper bacon with that maple bun, added with the sweet heat and the pickles.
I'm really sold on the pickle. It meets you in the middle with the sweetness and the heat.
It's spice-tastic.
Yum-licious.
Flavoristic.
The sandwich of the summer. The Maple Pepper Bacon Sandwich.
Order the Maple Pepper Bacon Sandwich on the Chick-fil-A app today. Available for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
I've known Glenn Coleman for a long time as a friend and a lawyer. Persistent and fair, Glenn and his firm have represented clients from North Florida and South Georgia for over 40 years in all kinds of personal injury cases. If I had such a case, call Glenn at Barnes, Cohen, and Sullivan.
Right now, you may be running a little late, or feeling stressed, or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
It's the Sporting Jacks Soccer Hour. Join Cole Pepper, Mauricio Ruiz, and Becky Burley as they discuss the latest in the world of soccer, including Sporting Jacks bringing pro men's and women's soccer to Jacksonville. Mondays at 6 on 1010 a.m.
Hey, poker players. The Card Player Poker Tour is heading back to Best Bet Jacksonville from August 15th to the 26th. The tournament schedule is packed with excitement, featuring 9 events, including the $1,700 no-limit hold'em mystery bounty main event with a $300,000 guaranteed prize pool. Head to bestbetjacks.com for the full schedule and satellite information. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Mark Watson for Hardball Creative. Free promo tip. Put your logo on golf balls and give them to clients who are bad golfers. More hacks equals more exposure. Trust me, it's science. Hardballcreative.com.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
This is Mark Nato. My son Justin injured his hand playing baseball for JU. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist performed surgery just a few days later, and within 5 weeks, he was cleared to play in the ASUN baseball tournament. Our family has trusted Southeast Orthopedic Specialists for years. For any orthopedic injury, let Southeast Orthopedic Specialists take care of you too.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
It's the Big One sales event going on now at Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned. Buy a pre-owned 2019 Toyota Corolla for just $1,000 down and $288 per month. Or you choose a pre-owned 2020 Camry, RAV4, or Tacoma for just $1,000 down and $388 per month. Arlington Pre-Owned has over 400 used cars in stock and more than 100 vehicles under $18K. And you even get 30 days to love your pre-owned purchase or exchange it. Shop the Big One sales event, 10939 Atlantic Boulevard, or online at arlingtontoyota.com.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists is not affiliated with the NFL or the Jacksonville Jaguars. Discussion regarding injuries is solely based on opinion. Coming up, the weekly Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Medical Report featuring Dr. Kevin Murphy, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon specializing in sports medicine, upper extremities, and arthroscopy of the shoulders and knees. Dr. Murphy is a nationally and internationally recognized orthopedic expert. He's a former orthopedic consultant to the White House and the Pentagon, and currently serves as head team physician for UNF, the Jacksonville Icemen, and Northeast Florida area high schools.
Yes, sir. He's the legend, and he's here. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Zone, Dr. Kevin Murphy, joining us right now. Doc, we got surgery today? What do we got today?
Got surgery today.
All right, we got a busy day. Loaded up. Shoulders, knees, what are we doing today?
ACL and 5 shoulders.
Okay. Oof, boy.
Yep.
Get them in, get them out. That's what we do, man. Doc took good care of Brooksy, and he's swinging the bat now. He's getting better. It's looking good, feeling good, so appreciate that. So when we talk about Dr. Kevin Murphy, and it's so funny because when we're out and about, I can't tell you. Again, I think I've asked you this before. Have you ever tried to figure out how many surgeries you've done in your Jacksonville tenure even?
Occasionally, but it's a hard thing.
It's a hard thing, man. Thousands. Yeah, thousands?
Oh, well.
I mean, yes.
Yeah, about 1,000 a year.
1,000 a year?
Yeah.
Good gracious. Think about that, man, for just a second. So anyway, also want to remind guys, because we're getting close to football season, especially the high school front that starts in less than 2 weeks. And so, boys, if you're out there and you're up and you're working, that's good. But you better be drinking your water now, right? Because you don't want to just show up. And it's not drinking water the first day. It's not it's getting your body ready for the hot sun.
Well, it's conditioning in a little bit of the heat with, proper hydration. So, you can't just show up out of shape and dehydrated and think you're going to make it through. So prepare yourself, because it is hot and there's injuries that can come from that. So do your due diligence to be ready to do your best.
Doc, what causes plantar fasciitis?
Well, I have it right now, and it's annoying as heck.
I did too. I mean, we talked about that.
6 months.
Yeah, I didn't have it that long. I mean, maybe I didn't have it because mine seems to have gone away. But it hurt. It hurts.
Yeah, it does.
It hurts.
It's an inflammation, sometimes tearing of the plantar fascia, which is a thick band of tissue that connects basically your heel to the midfoot.
Okay.
And
it's at the bottom of your foot, though, right?
Yes. And it's basically the bottom of your calcaneus or the heel.
It's like the hardest part of your foot, like right there at the bottom of your heel.
And like there's somebody shoved a nail up in there, right?
Or stepped on a tack or a piece of glass.
Yeah, which I did, by the way, stepped on a screw in the same foot that was hurt.
Oh,
which didn't help.
I've literally dug at it before. So I can't, like in the beginning before you realize what I was, I'm digging at my calloused heel saying, where is this thing?
But the problem is every time you step down, it stretches it and creates more inflammation and so forth. So the treatment for it, classically, is to wear splints at night, because when you sleep, your foot kind of goes flexed down, which puts the fascia loose, and then you go stretch it back out when you put your foot on the floor. That's when you feel it. Everybody complains when I get out of bed, I step on the floor, and it kills me, because you stretch it back out. So night splints, you can buy those online. Stretching your Achilles helps to
But there's no
minimize
cause to it. Like there's no how does it get? It just happens, or
it could be an acute injury where you step badly, but no, it's just an inflammatory
I'm just looking because
response.
I know a lot of us get it. We're not young anymore, but I was looking at Carlos Correa has plantar fasciitis in his right foot, highly tuned Major League Baseball player. Like I was thinking, well, how does he get plantar fasciitis? But a bad step or something, or
it could be. And in an athlete like that, sometimes it's a tear where they abruptly stretched it, which is good and bad. It still hurts, but it should heal better than the chronic, just inflammation that older folks get.
What's the difference between that? What's the one that was a Mojo had? Is that Liz Frank?
That's Liz Frank.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a break.
That's a bad problem. So a Liz Frank is the midfoot, kind of where the long bones
on top of
your
it,
toes. The long bones is more in the middle of your foot.
Okay.
So it's the long bones meet the small little bones. Kind of like if you look at your hand, you got the long bones, and then the wrist bones, the carpal bones, these tiny little bones that connect that to the long bone of your wrist. So that junction in the foot is the midfoot. There's ligaments that go across there that hold the bones together.
Oh, okay.
And if you rip the ligament and the bone shifts a little bit, it's painful right in the arch, the mid portion of your arch, and it becomes arthritic and really painful. down the road.
And you don't want to deal with those foot injuries, man, because, I mean,
No,
we forget about how important we like to just go. And I walk all the time, and, man, I've had a couple weeks ago, man, I get up in the morning, and I'll be like, now, as I walked, it got better. Is that generally because it's stretching out?
Stretching
then?
it out.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly.
And there are stretches. I mean, you just,
you do stretches. You do arch supports so it doesn't stretch out all the time. So you keep it kind of in that hyper flex position as opposed to stretching it all
my
out.
question is, why can it just pop up out of nowhere? That's the thing about these injuries that are normal. Like I've got going right now, Doc, in my left elbow. It feels like it should be my right elbow. Like I've been breaking stuff off, and I've told you about this before. And like it'll burn right now just sitting here. Like a burn, and then it may disappear. I'll forget about it. Won't feel anything for 6 months. And it's the same thing with that plantar fasciitis. I remember getting it a couple of times, you telling me about it and due to the stretches. And since then, I haven't had it in 10 years. But, could it come again tomorrow or a week from now?
Sure. Yeah. The arch supports may help to minimize that abrupt stretching or chronic stretching. Fashion.
We talked about our receiving core and the questions that are there. And we haven't even gotten into, the top two guys are both coming off pretty significant injuries.
Mm-hmm.
The Jaguars starting receivers right now combined to miss the last 7-8 games of the year. Don't forget Gabe Davis up in Buffalo had a PCL injury, missed the postseason.
Mm-hmm.
He's been held out of some, for precautionary reasons. I bring all this up because we're going to get to training camp now, and suddenly you're going to see guys like, whoa, what's going on? Why isn't that guy practicing? Or what's the story? We saw it with Ricky Pearsall, Dan. That's what maybe we were going to ask Doc about, right?
Yeah.
Like,
we have no idea what it is.
Non-football injury, but so let's just through each of those injuries. Christian Kirk, they called it a groin injury, tore core muscle. He had, surgery last year at the end of the year. Never made it back on the field after it looked like he
had left ab off the bone.
Left ab off the bone.
Left adductor, left ab off the bone. Then I had a right tear of my abdominal that I'd been playing with since week 6. But the weirdest thing to me about that injury process, and Doc, was that normally you see a guy, like when you watch an injury occur, and you can tell, like if it's a knee or something, you see the knee go wrong way, or you see it explode, or you see him grab, or when they pull a hamstring, you see it. He just turned to catch a ball, and all of a sudden he was out.
Yeah.
Very odd.
What I get, any concerns coming, where does that injury rank on you have to be concerned about?
Really low at this point.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
Right.
So predictably will heal, getting it acutely and reattaching the tendon to the bone. Obviously he couldn't come back and play without wrist, but now he should be fine.
The official designation on Davis at the end of the Bills season, again, he missed the 2 playoff games with a sprained PCL, but yet he's not, again, Hick, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't want to misstate, but I believe he was held out of some workouts over the course of this offseason program as he gets back up to speed.
I'm sure.
What are some of the, pitfalls of coming back from that injury, and how does it compare? Is it the same as any other CL injury?
Well, it's a great question. The PCLs...
been a while.
There's 4 ligaments of the knee: the collaterals, the medial collateral in the inside, the lateral collateral on the outside, and then the ACL and the PCL, anterior cruciate, posterior cruciate. ACLs, you tear that, we fix those. You get it replaced, you get a new one. Good procedure, very predictable result. The PCL, posterior cruciate, you tear that one in isolation. Typically, we don't fix that. A couple reasons. One, the surgery really isn't greatly perfected to get you a solid, stable knee. So the results of leaving it alone, letting it heal by itself are about the same as fixing it. Now, if you tear your PCL and your ACL, tear your PCL and your MCL, LCL, we fix that.
Is there such a thing as a sprained PCL, or does it have to be a tear?
Yeah,
if he missed 2...
But sprained is, in a PCL, you've injured the ligament, so you're losing some stability. So typically you're going to have, if you examine that guy, he's going to have a little looseness where his tibia, the lower bone, goes a little bit backwards. You bend your knee to 90 degrees, his will sit a little bit posterior, which isn't great because then the function of your knee's a little off. It leads to arthritis typically on the inside part of your knee, kneecap problems. It can be an issue down the road.
Is he playing with either one of these two things, pain or loss of performance?
He may not have pain now, but over time, predictably over 3 to 5 years, you get some arthritis if you have a chronic PCL tear, and the knee just doesn't feel perfect to him. So, and there's no great brace for that one either. So it's a tough one. PCLs usually leads to disability in your knee, not instability, so it just hurts and swells sometimes.
Go back to the good point on the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. They're asking Carlos Correa, he signed he's going to sign a huge free agent deal with 2 different teams who would not clear him because of his right ankle. Now he has plantar fasciitis in his right foot. Is there any possible correlation?
Sure. Yeah, you're walking funny on it because you got some.
I mean, this is something that he's had a chronic bad ankle since 2014. So this is something that he's dealt with. But
so chronic bad ankle to me means he has some looseness from a lot of sprains, and now he has some chondral arthritic injuries to the dome of the ankle, the talus, and that leads to some swelling pain, same kind of thing. And then you walk differently, you get plantar fasciitis. All those things are connected.
All right, one last thing. Try and put a buzz into our boy. Tiger goes at 9:37 today. Just from this standpoint, flat and cool temperatures probably about as good as he could hope for.
Yeah.
Right, from his body.
Until he gets in the high grass and then has to swing real hard.
That might be the first hole, though, Doc.
Exactly. That's the bigger issue for him. If he stays in the fairway and has to walk on flat ground, he'll be okay, but he is what it is. His knee's going to,
they're going to bother him.
His back's going to bother him. Everything's going to bother him.
Yeah. His scorecard's going to bother him and all his fans, I think, today or this weekend as well.
Yeah, but hitting out of that thick stuff, big swing, that's going to.
Yeah, he will inevitably be in it. They all are today so far.
Yeah.
The leader there is Justin Thomas, made a birdie on his last hole. He's 3 under par. And, again, you're getting scoring updates twice an hour here as we go through the morning show. Doc, as always, we appreciate it. We'll see you next Thursday.
Thank you, boys.
Thanks, Doc.
That's Doc Kevin Murphy, Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, JacksSportsDoc.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Joe, I'm afraid I'll have to take your badge and gun.
Joe Cowart.
Captain, if we could just please... I don't want to discuss it.
Weekdays 2 to 4.
Hand him over.
On 1010XL.
He believes there's probable cause to believe... You're not a police officer anymore, Joe.
Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL. This Open Championship update on 1010XL is brought to you by Vaughn Motor Group.
Westwood One Sports presents this special report on the 152nd British Open Championship. Wherever your golf journey is headed, a PGA professional will help you get there. Find your PGA coach at pga.com/coach. 7 players at the Open Championship now make it 8 at 2 under par at Royal Troon. Historically, one of the hardest golf courses these players will face all year. 3 of those players at -2 are in the clubhouse posting rounds of 69. Alex Noren, Nikolai Højgaard, and Justin Rose. Justin Thomas, with 1 hole to play, is back to -2. Chris Kirk is at 2 under par as well as he plays the 13th. Mav McNeely playing the 8th is at -2. Sam Hutsby starting his round 2 under through 4. Adam Scott in the clubhouse at -1 as the golf course is winning. With this report on the British Open, I'm Whit Watson, Westwood One Sports.
We are the PGA of America, and since 1916, our PGA of America golf professionals have loved and led this game. Our love for the game drives our coaches to help millions of golfers with their games, our operators to deliver incredible experiences, and our general managers to run any facility and business at the highest level. Our love for the game leads us to play at a high level, impact lives through PGA Reach, and develop your love for the game every day. The PGA of America, we love this game.
This is the story of the one. As head of maintenance at a concert hall, he knows the show must always go on. That's why he works behind the scenes, ensuring every light is working, the HVAC is humming, and his facility shines. With Grainger's supplies and solutions for every challenge he faces, plus 24/7 customer support, his venue never misses a beat. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, when it comes to insurance, I think we think a lot alike, right? We sometimes sit around and think, gosh, I pay a lot of money for that insurance. Something happens, we need you. We need you to be there. That's what the Kaproskis do, Craig and Chris Kaprosky of Goosehead Insurance. Yeah, they take care of all of our insurance needs. And when I say take care, I mean it. If something happens, you call the Kaproskis, they answer, they get right on it. If they should not answer, they will call you right back. That's something that's lost in today's day and age, right? It's called customer service, and it's important to the Kaproskis. Homeowners, auto, flood, boat insurance, small business. Kaproskis will be there for you at your time of need. And I speak from experience, okay? I've used the Kaproskis. My family has used the Kaproskis. We call them. They They answer, they call us back. Get an insurance checkup. Craig.Kaprosky at goosehead.com. Craig.Kaprosky, Koproski at goosehead.com, or call 478-8422. That's 478-8422. Part of the Goosehead Insurance family, and the Kaproski's part of our family as well.
Nimnick Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Frank Frangie here. They're committed to providing the best selection of Buicks and GMCs for you to choose from with a best price guarantee. Now, some dealers charge more than sticker, but not Nimnick Buick GMC. They never charge above MSRP. The Nimnick family of dealerships have been serving Northeast Florida for over 81 years, and they're committed to giving back. Search Nimnick Cares on YouTube to learn about how Nimnick gives back to this great community. There's a reason I've been buying cars from Nimnick for years, because they've been doing business the right way. So stop by Nimnick Buick GMC on Phillips Highway, just south of I-295, or shop online at nimnickbuickgmc.com. No one cares more about their customers before and after the sale, and nobody knows that better than me. That's why I always buy from Nimnick. That's Nimnick, your friends in the car business since 1941. GMC, we are professional grade.
Smooth sailing and a smooth taste of Vida de Luis, an all-natural tequila made with volcanic spring water and aerated to provide a smoother finish. Go to vidadeluis.com and set a course for smooth living today.
It's storm season, and JEA is committed to keeping you informed. In the event of a storm, we'll text and email you about the status of your services. We use Facebook and Twitter to post real-time updates. Our live outage map on JEA.com lets you track restoration progress. And as crews work to restore services, our storm outreach team will be in local neighborhoods to answer your questions. Because as your community utility, JEA is here to keep you safe and connected. Your community, your utility.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hello, I'm Malcolm Anthony. I've been practicing criminal defense law for over 40 years. It's what I love to do, what I do well. Stay out of trouble, but if you don't, call me, Malcolm Anthony, at 2854-LAW. 2854-LAW for Malcolm Anthony.
It's the coolest week to save during the summer fan sale at First Coast Lighting and Fans. Buy one fan, save 10%. Buy two, save 15%. Buy three or more and save 20% off all fans at First Coast Lighting and Fans. Showroom near the Avenues.
Davey Beatrice from Beatrice Plumbing here. A lot of plumbing companies say a lot of things. We focus on what customers say. Like who a few weeks ago, Donna, said the entire experience was the best fix-it experience she ever had. Or Chris, whose hot water went out on a Saturday and he thanked us for getting it fixed that night. Because that's the difference when you hire a real plumber. They show up to fix the problem. So next time you need a plumber, remember Beatrice Plumbing. Because real plumbers fix problems real fast.
Ladies and gentlemen, boaters and landlubbers, friends, four-legged and two, this is Lisa the Botanista with a huge announcement. Freedom Boat Club is opening a brand new 4th location. That's right, Freedom Boat Club St. Augustine Shipyard is now open. Now members can enjoy unlimited access at Julington Creek, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine Comanche Cove, and St. Augustine Shipyard. Freedom Boat Club members also enjoy reciprocal access to over 400 locations across the world. There's never been a better time to join. We are offering our biggest discount ever to celebrate our brand new location. We own and maintain an entire fleet of boats. Join the club, and as often as you like, you can do water sports, inshore fishing, offshore fishing, sandbar hopping, dining on the water, or just cruising around town. Visit us at the St. Augustine Shipyard or stop by any of our locations to see what the Boatcierge experience is all about. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
Now that's what I call high-quality H2O. If you want high-quality water throughout your home, call your local water boy. We install equipment to solve any water problem. WaterBoyJAX.com.
Let's go! It's Military Appreciation Night this Saturday, July 20th at the ViStar Veterans Memorial Arena. Join us for exciting football action and help salute and celebrate our military. As a thank you, all active and retired servicemen and women can get a special buy one, get one free ticket deal. And the first 1,000 fans will receive a free military rally towel.
Ask about the new family 4-packs. You get 4 tickets, 4 food vouchers, and a $25 Al's Pizza gift card. Purchase yours today. Call 904-621-0700 for more information. Make sure to check out our special military jersey auction and player autograph session on the field after the game. Get photos with your favorite player or dancer. Let's go! Don't miss the fun this Saturday, July 20th. For tickets, visit jacksharks.com or call 621-0700. That's 904-621-0700.
Let's go.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Jenkins Hyundai of Jacksonville. A Bleacher Report analyst predicts the Jaguars, by extending running back Travis Etienne Jr., could reset the running back market. The Jaguars picked up his 5th-year option for the 2025 season in April. The Bleacher Report says Etienne's production as a pass catcher make him at age 25 better equipped to earn the big payday. During his SEC Media Day presser, Gator head coach Billy Napier gave his thoughts on the playoff expansion to 12 teams.
Each team that's, in the game, so many more teams have hope, when you get into week 6, 7, 8, 9.
Florida baseball got some good news when breakout outfielder Ty Evans announced he's returning to the school for his senior season. He set a College World Series record with 5 home runs in 2023 while being named to the all-tournament team. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 80 degrees at 8:03. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
That was one of the 4 best teams, period.
And there's no question.
There's people in your listening audience who say, well, there it goes again. Yeah. We didn't stomp our feet. We didn't, fly banners over places. That was one of the 4 best teams. They lost 1 game in 2 years.
Well, and it is fair, and Georgia took it like a man and went on, and FSU screamed from the hills, and then lost to Georgia 63-3. You know what? If it's that important to you, put the pads on, play one more. And by the way, Georgia sat a bunch of guys in that game too. There's this notion that Georgia played full strength and FSU sat everyone, and therefore it was 63-3. They had Jordan Travis, a different story. But it is true. There's a little, I don't know if that's a reason you do or don't take someone into your conference. That's the commissioner of the SEC talking about Florida State.
Yeah, in essence, yeah.
Yeah, when asked
100%.
about the potential of them at one point being in the conference. The Olympics will start here within the next week, and we're going to have somebody in studio with us that shouldn't be in studio with us. He should be in Paris.
Yes.
And that's coming up at 9:20. That sprinter from Creekside who really got screwed.
Yes.
I mean, you finished 4th in the 100. You ought to be on the 4x100 relay.
Yeah, Christian Miller
or is he
will be
fifth?
along.
One of the two.
Yeah, he was 5th in the 100 final, and just a terrific young man, and really America's best young sprinter. So
and just decorated to all get out after his senior year.
Gatorade
at Creekside.
track and field
player of the year,
athlete of the year, runner of the year, whatever it is. Also, and a Lockett Law high school
That's
guy.
Right. He's been in studio with us before.
And also, you remember Maddox Spencer? He's that talented
receiver in baseball too.
Receiver and baseball player. He is going to play football at Charleston Southern. So congratulations to Maddox.
He had a huge year last year.
Oh man, he had games like 18 catches, 300 yards. Little guy and just a tough. He'd play anywhere he could if he was anywhere. He'd be going anywhere in the country if he was a bigger kid. But nonetheless, he's terrific and happy for him and excited. So good for him. I wonder if he's going to try to play baseball because. Gibby, he was a good baseball player for Nice.
Yeah, really good baseball player, two-way guy. We had both him and his coach on. I was asking him, is he a better football player or a baseball player? And he was like, I don't know, man. It's pretty close. He's pretty good at both.
So that's good. The Team Pro Shop where the Jags is opening at 9:04 this morning.
With throwback. Is it the 99 jersey, basically?
Well, they haven't released it yet. What I gather, but
I said yesterday there's really not much. And in fairness, there's not much of a throwback. There's nothing.
Nice line outside the facility.
Yeah, it doesn't look incredibly different. But that 99 that had that Jaguar full body Jaguar on the shoulder pad.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool. They just looked a little different, older. The shoulder pads even looked bigger, didn't they? You look at Frednish pads, they look like twice the size of today's running backs pads. But yeah, there's some buzz around it.
Yeah.
Some buzz around the throwback.
What was the story about the old Jag logo about? Didn't they get
too
into
close to the Jaguars automotive?
the car?
Very
first one.
Yeah,
the first
one. Yeah,
But that's not this one?
And it
No.
did.
No.
This one is more just like
This
a
one,
prowling.
The original Jaguar
leaping.
never made production. Never.
Yeah, and it looked just like. In
Because they
fairness,
told them they couldn't do it.
That's correct. It did look almost exactly like the Jaguar car logo. It did. And then this one, full Jaguars, more got that prowl going on, right? His body's like hunched to the side a little bit, and so it doesn't look anything at all. The point being, doesn't look anything at all like the Jaguar automotive logo. What do you? I don't know what to use here as a gauge per se, but if you look at the Olympic, and I don't know what the history is, Gibby, do me a Google search here while Dan and I start this conversation, if you could. What are the highest rated Summer Olympic events, TV-wise? Just give me some sort of history.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. I mean, we know what they are. They're gymnastics.
Swimming, track, and field.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I want to be a little more specific. Is it the, which it's not the decathlon, right? That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I want to know where the U.S. women's basketball team, will fall on the overall ratings, and I want to know where they would fall if Caitlin Clark were on the team. In all seriousness, if Caitlin Clark were on the team, would they crack the top 3 in the ratings?
It might.
With no Caitlin Clark and just the U.S. women playing Lithuania, will they be 20th?
Good question.
30th? Will you watch?
No.
Would you watch?
Probably.
Well, there's 2 for 2.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I've got swimming.
Yeah.
As one of the most watched.
What is there a million attached to that, or is it just kind of listing them by,
I'll have to dig a little bit.
No, you don't have to dig. You don't have to dig. I'm just a point. I say this because
Track and field.
the girl that they have dragged, through any and every qualification to diminish her.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and she's been in the league like 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
She's the first rookie to ever have a triple-double, ever, in the 27-year history of the league.
Mm-hmm.
And now, 30 minutes into the league, has set the league's all-time assist record single game. Had 19 assists last night, when, strangely, I heard a big drumbeat of narrative that she was just a ball hog.
Mm-hmm.
If any of us shot 30 times a game, there you go. 19 assists, most in the history of the league.
We should take a minute and talk about Pat Williams, who passed away at the age of 84. Pat Williams was, kind of Mr. Orlando, loved sports.
Just recently, he was trying to get a baseball
He's been
movement
trying
going.
to get, baseball. Just always loved professional sports. Kind of jumped around. He played baseball at Wake Forest. He was Ferguson Jenkins' first minor league battery mate. GM'd 5 NBA teams. Sports talk host. He battled cancer. Remember how his whole face
I remember the
changed?
story on him too. They were like foster parents. They had like 20 or 30 international and from different backgrounds fostered families.
Incredible life is what he had, and he was a partner in the creation of the Orlando Magic. He was with the 76ers. Just a lot of different things.
I remember Sixers and Magic almost exclusively.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I'm not sure I could tell you who else he was with.
Served for 7 years in the
Was it
United States.
Nuggets, maybe? Who else was he
Served
with?
for 7 years in the United States Army.
Yeah, he came from that era.
He's
read a ton of books.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be in TV about once every 2 years. You get a Pat Williams book.
Oh yeah,
he'd send it up.
He'd come on.
He'd open the door as the GM of the Magic. He'd open the doors and have you in. He kind of had some of that old school salesman in him, even though he wasn't a PR guy. He was a GM with some PR flair.
He was also known for winning the draft lotteries.
Right.
He said some teams have trophy cases. We have ping pong balls. He won 4 NBA draft lotteries back to back in '92 and '93. Most recently in '04.
That to Dwight Howard?
Signed Billy Cunningham, Chuck Daly, and Matt Gukas to their first professional coaching contracts. 19 of his former players have become NBA head coaches. Just an incredible life.
I didn't realize that he passed like this last night in the last 24 hours.
Yeah, he just died. He's just 84 years old.
He, like I said, he was like I've seen and heard from Pat Williams again banging the drum on Major League Baseball. That was his most recent pet project was to get Major League Baseball to Orlando, and he he was involved with the Citrus Bowl back in the day, Dan. I mean, he's really just been he's worn a lot of hats.
I met his first wife. They were together for 23 years, 18 children, 4 biological, 14 adopted from 4 nations.
Well, there you go. Not even foster. By the way, there is a difference in adoption and foster children. That's adoption. Those are their children. Yeah. 18 of them.
Yeah.
He was like a ridiculously wealthy. I don't know if it came just from basketball or from other, off-court ventures.
Was he Bulls general manager, Hawks general manager?
Don't remember with the Hawks.
73, 74.
Well,
Sixers general manager, Magic general manager, just so.
The Sixers Magic is what I remember. But again, that sums up about the last 40 years. I mean, he's been in one of those 2 places since the 80s, no?
I mean, the guy, what a life, right? Passed away at the age of 84, but always on the go. Chaired a lot of boards for cancer. He developed cancer back in 2011, I believe. Anyway, just wanted to mention him. He was always gracious, and that was one guy who definitely got the media. Like, he would, anytime, anywhere, anyhow, he'd be glad to jump in and talk sports with you. So, and I guess,
yeah, for sure. He's been to Jacksonville a ton through the years.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I feel like I know Pat Williams like he was lived here at some point.
Yeah.
Now, it's been a long time. But there was a stretch as a broadcaster, as a journalist in Jacksonville, where you felt like you talked to Pat Williams 2 or 3 times a year. And every time you did, he remembered your name and acted like he knew who you were.
Yeah.
That's that guy. He was that style, that guy. And, he'll there in life, man, there are actives and there are passives. He's super active. Always something. Always on to the next venture. Always on to the next project. Always on to the next dream for Pat Williams. Yeah, that's sad to lose him. Age 84, you said? By the way, just to circle back real quick and we'll move on. My point with Caitlin Clark wasn't you should put her on just to get the ratings. She's a top 12 player. She was the day that she was drafted. That's the bigger point. But so to have that in addition and ignore it seems awful silly to me.
All right, let's do this. We'll take a break. We'll keep it rolling. This is The Drill. We're on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
You have heard about the 1010XL YouTube channel. Now check out our team-specific channels, 1010XL Jaguars, 1010XL Gators, and 1010XL Seminoles, bringing up specific, up-to-the-minute video coverage of your favorite local team. And find us on YouTube today.
Hey, Hicken here for Bowden Associates, where you'll find Jacksonville's most esteemed eye doctors at each of their locations. After being selected for one of the most competitive ophthalmology fellowships in the world, Dr. Frank Bowden frequently called upon for his expert opinion. He is currently one of the few cornea and external disease specialists in the area and the founder of Bowden Eye. Visit Bowden Associates today and experience the difference. Keeping the First Coast focused. Bowden Associates.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Bolt City Heating and Air is here to keep you cool this summer. Anytime, any day, whenever you need fast, reliable air conditioning service. Their friendly technicians have fully stocked work vans, so they can get your AC done on site the same day. Rely on a family-owned Jacksonville-grown company this summer to keep your home cooling system working smarter, not harder. Experience the Bold difference. Visit BoldCityAC.com to schedule your service appointment. BoldCityAC.com.
Hey, Hicken here. Brace for hurricane season with Rhino Shield. Their home exterior coatings withstand 96-mile-per-hour wind-driven rains. Keeps your home safe and dry. Their advanced ceramic technology from Rhino Shield also keeps your home cooler and reduces your energy bills. Sounds pretty good. Now listen to this. This summer, take advantage of their 30% off, 0% interest financing, plus a 25-year transferable warranty. I could go on. But let me tell you how you get your free estimate. Call Rhino Shield today, 414-4868. That's 904-414-4868. Get that free estimate. You'll be glad you did. Or visit rhinoshieldjax.com. That's rhinoshieldjax.com.
Prosser here for Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. With the weather now hot as can be, look ahead and get that backyard ready for fall with a new open-air or screened-in enclosure. Maximize the space you have and make it great with Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. They truly are the best in the business. So if you have the space and the idea, give them a call today. Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Showroom just off Phillips Highway. Tell them Prosser sent you.
Right now, you may be running a little late, or feeling stressed, or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
College football starts with SEC Football Media Days.
Let's go!
Players, coaches, college football insiders.
He's our quarterback. He's our leader.
Brought to you by Window World of Northeast Florida and Kanaya Water Jacksonville on 1010XL.
Hey, Hicken here, or just call me Danny Dreamfinders. For a limited time, on select move-in ready homes, Dreamfinders Homes is offering an amazing 3.99% interest rate in year one of your mortgage. Now is your chance to lock down the rate. You heard me right. 3.99% offer in year one. Visit DreamfindersHomes.com for sales event information and get the game. Interest rate available on select move-in ready homes. Restrictions and limitations apply. Go to DreamfindersHomes.com for more details.
Yo, E to the T here, and we've all been there before. A weekend trip to the casino? Canceled because real life came calling. MyBookie's new and improved online casino is here to change the game. Dive into a truly realistic casino experience featuring the latest in slots, progressive jackpots, and live dealer action. All from the comfort of the crib, my boy. I love the live casino. Just go to MyBookie and click Live Casino at the top. You'll find the dealers ready to spin just like you're at the casino. The MyBookie Casino provides a Las Vegas experience with the actions in your hands, and you don't even need to wear pants, my guy. Start at MyBookie today with a generous sign-up bonus using promo code 1010XL and a revamped loyalty program that'll ensure the host an exclusive VIP perk. So sign up and hit the casino with promo code 1010XL. The more you play, the more you win. Only with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
PRP treatment is kind of the thing these days, and in many cases, it eliminates the need for surgery. This is Sheridan Tootin, and my experience with PRP from Southeast Orthopedic Specialist has been nothing short of great. I'm really feeling much better now. Ask your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist doctor about PRP treatment.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, where athletes are treated like pros.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Rick Ballou for Carlson Dental. You know, I've been telling you this for quite some time because it's true. I hate going to the dentist, or at least I used to hate going to the dentist. I had total anxiety, and then I tried sedation, light sedation for cleaning and deep sedation as well for cavities and root canals. Folks, it's an incredible experience. So don't be nervous. Don't be scared. Go to CarlsonDentalGroup.com. That's CarlsonDentalGroup.com for all of your dental needs.
Is your roof ready to weather the storm? Don't take chances with your home safety. Schedule a free roof inspection with the experts at Universal Roof and Contracting. Get peace of mind knowing your home is protected from the elements. Save up to $1,250 on your roof replacement, plus flexible financing up to 15 years. Offer expires July 31st. Call 855-ROOF-HELP or click universalroof.com.
License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, good morning, Jacksonville. It is 8:21. Glad to have you along the way. Talking some sports. So we saw a little chart that came out.
Love a chart.
I love a chart.
By the way, 12 for Bronny. Take it back.
Bronny.
There's a tonic for anything that ails you basketball-wise. It's called the Atlanta Hawks.
And Castleton.
Yeah, Castleton had a double-double.
Your guy sat out last night.
Richache. Apparently, they've got it all figured out already.
How's he looking?
He's actually been pretty good. He's been pretty good. Yeah. It was one game he had like 19 and 10, and the other he had like 15 and 7.
We got the MVP of the rookie league going right now. Yeah.
Who is it? The kid from Marquette?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been terrific.
He's perfect summer because he's the type of kid that always plays hard.
Yeah.
And he's skilled, and a lot of these guys,
He can pass.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
I
remember telling you during the year, he reminds me of Jalen Brunson.
Yeah.
He plays a lot like Jalen Blunt, but now you got them both.
I think he'll be a great backup point guard. They also signed that Cameron Payne guy. He's been a thorn in my side. I don't know. Every time we play
that little
guy,
weird lefty kind of sidewinder looking shot.
I saw him in Phoenix, and then where was he last year?
Maybe
Sixers.
Milwaukee
Sixers?
at one point, too. I think he was with the Sixers, yeah.
And he annoyed me. So now he's a Knick.
Now he's your guy.
Yeah, so we'll see. How the Big Four U.S. sports leagues make their money.
Yeah, this is interesting, and it shows you, once you get it rolling, how, almost unfairly easy it is to stay number one.
Now, the NFL is king, right? $18.7 billion in revenue in 2023. $18.7 billion. Again, we take that term now, billion, and like $1 billion is.
Well, isn't the thing like if you stacked a billion
to the
sheets
moon
of notespaper,
something?
you go to the moon and back 7 times or some nonsense? That's how big a billion is?
A billion is a lot.
A billion sheets of notebook paper gets you all the way to the moon and back?
So we'll start with what's interesting is MLB and NBA exactly the same, $10.9 billion in 2023 revenue.
Well, you know what I'd say? Good for MLB.
Yeah.
And keeping pace because.
And then hockey, $6.8 billion.
Yeah.
That ain't bad. Again, $6.8 billion, bro.
I wonder if hockey doesn't get more.
It's a big business.
I bet you hockey gets more outside of the U.S. than in it.
Now, nobody gets more from TV than the NFL.
Well, and that's why. See, that's where your built-in advantage.
66%.
Yeah.
All
See,
right.
and that's why it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy then at that point, right? They have the built-in advantage of being the most popular and getting the most TV money, which allows you to do all the things to keep that built-in advantage and keep staying popular.
They only get 17% from ticket sales, which again tells you why TV is so much more important, why they'll do things like, hey, sorry, we flexed the game. I know you were planning to travel there, but guess what? We moved the game to Thursday or whatever.
Yeah.
Because they get all their money from TV rules. So that's how the NFL operates.
That's a good point.
They get 10% from team sponsors. Okay. 6% from concessions and parking, and only 1% from local TV and media. 1% is all we add up to, Jeffrey. We're just
that's a shame.
Just a blip. Just
now,
a fly on the ass.
I looked briefly, but this didn't surprise us what I would expect. Right? Can't you say the tail or the flapping tail? But baseball gets a lot from local because the local station has to buy those TV rights.
Well, yeah, the local station. Who's going to show that? Like in New York, it's PIX or WOR, or whoever shows the Yankees or the Mets. They make money. They get 23%.
But you get an advantage, local TV, though, because you get that without having to pay for it. So there's that.
But they only get 26% from national TV, even though there's a lot more games. The games that we watch are via local. So
and that's what I'm saying. You as a local TV station, from the NFL standpoint, you get that without having to pay for it. That's another big win.
Right. And NBA, it's 41% from national TV. Now, that will change. They just signed a big deal.
That doesn't include the new deal?
I don't know.
Because if it doesn't include the new deal, they're going to go buy Major League Baseball on that billion number, too.
I would assume so. Now, the number one source of revenue for baseball is ticket sales.
Makes sense.
Number one, a lot of games. Number one source of revenue for football is TV. Number one source of revenue for basketball is TV. Number one source of revenue for NHL, ticket sales.
Interesting.
Yeah. So.
Well, those are. Yeah, NHL, it's not TV because it's not really a super watchable product, right? You don't get TV ratings at all. It's hard to sell it.
Right.
I mean, unless you're the WNBA and you just keep giving it to them for free. Mm-hmm. Most of the time, you have to produce a TV rating to get increased TV money.
Right. I wonder how much the NBA loses with the WNBA.
Anyway. I think it's finally almost back to a loss leader. And Caitlin will take it to a net positive if they'll let her at some point. But it's not the.
Colin Sexton came out and said something interesting the other day. He said the 2018 NBA draft is the best draft class ever.
Ever?
Now,
okay, before I poo-poo it, I mean,
I'll read it to him. But who was like the Jordan?
Jordan, Barkley, Bowie.
Yeah,
didn't play.
What about the Dwayne Wade class? Didn't he have a bunch of dudes in there?
Well, when he was, I think
LeBron.
LeBron came in with Melo, didn't he?
Yeah. What year was LeBron drafted?
4 maybe?
Hold on. Top 10 NBA draft classes of all time. I'm not going to go through all of them. I just want to see what they say the number one is.
This is where you'll often find one buried, from 1958, Hall of Famers.
And that's
right.
Fair.
That's fair, sure.
I mean, like the 87 draft that had David Robinson, Reggie Miller, Scottie Pippen, Horace Grant, Kevin Johnson, Mark Jackson, Derek McKee, Armin Gilliam, and Muggsy Bogues.
That's a good team.
That's a pretty good draft.
You almost have to limit this to first round only because if you go back to some drafts, they were going 20 rounds deep.
LeBron, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Carmelo Anthony, David West, Kyle Korver, Kirk Heinrich, Boris Diaw, Zaza.
Yeah.
That's the 03 draft.
Yeah.
That was fourth.
Yeah, that's you can go. Listen, I think it's fair to go top heavy. I would put that one ahead of that other one.
They say the 84 draft is the best. Jordan, Stockton, Barkley, Hakeem, Otis Thorpe, Sam Perkins, Kevin Willis, Michael Cage, Jerome Kersey, Alvin Robertson.
That team would beat the hell out of all those other teams.
Okay, so keep that one in mind.
LeBron's team is good. LeBron, Dwayne Wade.
By the way, the Kobe draft had Kobe, Ray Allen, Steve Nash, Allen Iverson, Peja, Marcus Camby, Marbury, Big Z, Jermaine O'Neal, Derek Fisher. That's pretty good.
That's good.
That's second.
Yeah.
But you would still say the 84 draft with Jordan,
100%.
Stockton, Barkley, and
I'd almost go 86 Jordan and then give LeBron because of LeBron. I mean, basketball is such a star-driven, one-man wrecking crew of a league. Give me one of those guys with three other Hall of Famers, and I'll take them.
Now, this is early, okay, because it's
this
2018.
Is the 2018. This is the Tatum draft, isn't it?
Okay, so Luka, Trey, SGA, now Jalen Brunson, Sexton, Ayton, MPJ, Mikal Bridges, Grayson, DiVincenzo.
Yeah, he's way out of his nowhere near those other ones.
Luka Hall of Famer.
Luka, that's it. Luka's the only one that's on par with the top three on all those other teams.
Okay, that's fair.
I mean, they're good. There's some good young players. Yeah. And to your point,
a lot of good young players.
And you said it when you started. This may be a different conversation in 5. We may need to wait 5 years. Yeah, I need a little bit more.
That's fair. That's fair. It's just interesting to see. We're entering the second half of the baseball. Remaining strength of schedule.
Okay.
Easiest, San Francisco. 28th, the Atlanta Braves.
The rest of the way?
Easiest schedule the rest of the way.
I believe that. It's been, and I'll tell you what's odd, though, Dan, and I'm not going to do it, but if I went back and looked right now at the Braves' schedule, okay, they were swept by the Dodgers, but outside of that, they won series against the Yankees, split with the Orioles, won series against the Rays, won a series against Minnesota, against Cleveland. They won series against the Mets. They won series against the Astros. I believe they swept them on the road. They lead the season series against the Phillies. They played good against the tougher teams, is my point.
Bad news for the Rockies and Marlins, who have the 4th and 5th hardest schedules.
Well, when you're terrible, every game's hard, I would expect. That's what I would say. I would find the 2 worst teams in the league, and I'd say they have the hardest schedule because
the hardest is
everyone ahead of them they have to play.
The hardest is the Red Sox and then the Rays. The Mets are 21st, so Dodgers are 20th in terms of that heads towards more easy. Hard schedule. Phillies are 7th, so maybe the Braves can make a run.
Yeah, 8.5, 8 in the loss column. The only thing they have going for them is honestly, I'm going to stick true to what the pledge that I made to myself. So for this very reason, I wouldn't be going crazy right now, losing my mind every day that the Braves lose and the Phillies win and you drop a game. Just being the best team in baseball and number 1 seed hadn't meant anything for us the last 2 years. Nothing.
One more sports note before we head off to break. Do you know who Kevin Sullivan is?
I do. He's the youngest.
Kevin Sullivan.
Kevin Sullivan is the youngest professional soccer player in U.S. history, making an MLS debut last night at like 293.
14 years old. He beats Freddie Adu, who went on
worked
to
out
greatness.
Good for Adu, yeah.
I mean,
sure.
So it's hard to sit there and.
Freddie Adu, I think, went on to be a very popular Simpsons character. Right. Or maybe that's Apu. Adu, I'm not sure.
But Kevin Sullivan, and I think it's Kevin. I don't know if it's Kevin or Kevin.
I think it's Kevin.
Made his MLS debut for the Philadelphia Union.
You can tell he's been in the spotlight for a while. They actually did a little talk with on SportsCenter. Yeah, he got some personality. I mean, he wasn't nervous.
Does he?
Yeah, he was cracking a joke. And like they were saying, what'd you think? 14-year-old, how'd you feel? Any nerves? And he looks at him, he deadpans, and then rolls his eyes like, no pressure at all. Felt like an easy night. And rolled his eyes like, yeah, it was hard.
I've got some news for us.
His brother, by the way, is on that team.
Oh, is he?
He has a brother who's like 3 years older, or maybe probably more than that if this kid's 14. But he's got a brother on that same team.
What do you got, Gibby?
Christian Miller's coming in the studio today.
All right.
Good.
Yeah.
Good luck catching him.
That's right.
Yeah.
We are going to race Christian Miller. Today.
Good luck with that.
Jeff will lead it off. I'll run the anchor leg.
I can't run right now, actually. Yeah. It's terrible. Terrible tragedy.
We'll have Gibby run the anchor leg.
The three of us. What?
He can run backwards.
I bet you. I want to know if we did say like 4 laps around.
4 laps around what? The track?
Like how many? Like say we do we
can't run a 440 fast.
Could he do 2 by the time you? I'm saying if we each ran a lap and handed off to each other, how many laps would he run by the time we each run our 1? In other words, we
6.
run 3, maybe more than 6.
7.
Maybe 6.
Because
maybe
here's
7.
The only thing you got going for you, even though we're pitifully out of shape, is that for the first quarter of our quarter, we're going to be able to, you can sprint a little bit.
Yeah.
And then we're going to walk it in, though, and it's going to feel like it's a million miles away.
Yeah, he might do 10. I mean,
I wonder.
We could do now, say
our
it was a
mile would be like 12, 13 minutes.
Say it was a 4x100. Okay?
Yeah.
In other words, we're only we're not
100
running
yards?
We're each running. So it's that relay. So we're running 300 yards.
Okay.
Now, how much would he run?
We would probably be at at 200 yards when he's finishing 300 yards.
Oh, easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we'd get that far. I might not. I mean, it's hard to make. I don't care if you're moving at all. You got to.
These are the questions that we're going to ask Christian Miller today.
We're going to make it all about us.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just what he needs. The pick me up he needs after I think wrongfully being excluded from the Olympic team. But anyway, let's get a scoring update from the British Open and more. It's Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday on The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. We live where they vacation.
I got my toes in the water, toes in the sand. Not a worry in a world of cold beer in my hand. Life is good today.
1010XL.
Life is good today.
This Open Championship update on 1010XL is brought to you by Vaughn Motor Group.
Westwood One Sports presents a special report on the 152nd British Open Championship. NFL football is back. NFL's Back Together Weekend presented by YouTube TV, July 27th and 28th on NFL Network. Colin Montgomery threw gas on the fire this week at Troon, openly questioning why Tiger Woods is still competing in majors. The PGA champion, Xander Schauffele, thinks the Tiger retirement talk is nonsense.
He's still LT grade to me. He's still wearing that red on Sunday, and selfishly, I want him to play as long as possible. It just helps all the guys out here, just with the amount of eyeballs someone like Tiger Woods brings to golf. So I look forward to playing with him the first 2 days.
Tiger, Xander, and Patrick Cantlay tee it up at 9:37 Eastern today. The leader in the clubhouse right now, Justin Thomas, 3 under, 68, looking for his first win since the 22 PGA. With this report on the British Open, I'm Whit Watson, Westwood One Sports.
Football is back on July 27th and 28th. Watch as teams across the league take the field for training camp. Back Together Weekend presented by YouTube TV.
We back.
With 2 full days of practices, player interviews, behind the scenes, and fan fests across the league. It's a can't-miss NFL reunion. Training camp. Back Together Weekend presented by YouTube TV. July 27th and 28th. Catch the action on NFL Network, ABC, and ESPN. Go to NFL.com/BackTogetherWeekend for more details and ways to watch.
Doors take us to summers away or winter adventures and afternoon getaways. Your dedicated Fidelity advisor can help you open those doors by working with you on a comprehensive plan to help you reach your wealth's full potential. Because doors were meant to be opened. Visit fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimum supply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE SIPC.
So one of life's most important decisions, if you're 18 years or older, you just got married, you just got divorced, you have children, you likely want to take care of your family. Of course you do. Hicken here from Matt Hinson in the Hinson Law Firm. I'm not the attorney yet. But have you done your last will? It's not the most comfortable thing. It's not the most fun thing to do. It's something you need to do besides getting your assets to the people that you want them to go to. Planning helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Matt Hinson will listen and help you with some tough decisions. He'll provide you the info needed so you are at ease with your choice. The Hinson Law Firm. You have questions? Maddie's got answers. 904-527-1700. 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Hey, it's Roger Moore, CEO of Loan Pronto. If you're like me, you're getting crushed by rising costs of everything these days. I get it. It's brutal, and credit card rates are ridiculous and going higher. That's why at Loan Pronto, we launched our Express Equity Line of Credit to bring you the relief you and your family need, using your home, your most valuable asset. We've helped thousands of people like you get fast relief with cash. The average homeowner who does this gets tens of thousands in just days and is able to save $850 per month in overall expenses. I'm talking life-changing money. Your money that you have access to right now. Listen, if you're ready to get control of your finances and get off the hamster wheel, call Loan Pronto. You can get approved for Express Equity Line of Credit in just minutes, and we can get your cash in less than a week. Stop digging a deeper credit card hole today. Call Loan Pronto now. 904-999-1508. 904-999-1508. LoanPronto.com. 904-999-1508.
Equal housing lender. NMLS 166-1781. Subject to lender approval. NMLS consumeraccess.org.
Hey everybody, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods. Dandy subs and sandwiches. Look, we always want you to think about those great options as you're driving around Duval. But the beauty is, even as I'm dropping pounds, Dandy's got great options for me as well. Told you all about their protein packs, delicious salads that they have out there. They have fruit cups for on the go. You know what they have. Veggie snack trays. You can grab those on the go as well. Perfect, healthy snack. Dandy is the name to know when you're on the go. So stop into a Gate store anywhere around Duval and make yours a dandy, and do it today.
You know, I can tell you as a guy, the number one opponent of men's health, it's hassle. How about hassle-free health coverage with Integra Concierge Medicine, personalized, a doctor on demand, handling anything from chronic pain to allergies to sexual health. It's Integra Concierge Medicine.
This Date in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On July 18, 1921, baseball legend Babe Ruth achieves 139 home runs to become the all-time home run leader in the MLB, taking the title from Roger Connor.
This summer, Big Chief Tire is teaming up with local nonprofit V for Victory to support local families impacted by cancer. Greg Frangie here to participate. Donate school supplies at any of Big Chief's locations, including Orange Park, Westside, Blanding, Southside, and Northside locations, and receive 10% off your next service. Together, we can make a difference in the Jacksonville community. Visit BigChiefTire.com or call 904-932-0950 to see the full wish list and learn more. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Sports fans, JJ LaSalva here. When I need to send my bride flowers or a plant for birthdays or anniversaries, I always go with Hume Flowers. After all, they've been the leading florist in these parts for over 75 years. You can always rely on Hume Flowers.
Your cooling system isn't working. Maybe somebody showed up with a portable electronic device. Then they discussed with you what your options are. Maybe they gave you an estimate that seems like an awful lot of money. What's the smart thing to do? When the situation merits a second opinion, get a Mike Merritt opinion. Yes, the Mike Merritt Comfort Team shows up with hand tools. We've never been able to fix an air conditioning problem with a tablet. Mike Merritt has been the trusted name for more than 30 years because there's never any hocus pocus. The Merritt team will walk you through the diagnostic steps up close and personal and show you exactly what you need. And the Mike Merritt price is likely to be far less because there's never an overtime charge, and the Merritt team doesn't work on commission. So remember, when it comes to the health of your cooling system, a second opinion can only help, and a Mike Merritt opinion can save you money. Florida license CACO 50384.
Save money while beautifying your home with Renewal by Andersen with their energy-efficient, custom-built replacement windows and doors. Their exclusive Fibrex product is chic, tough, easy to maintain, and twice as strong as vinyl. Right now, buy 4 windows or patio doors and get the 5th free, plus 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. Restrictions apply. Renewal by Andersen, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit rbafla.com for details.
License number CGC 1527613.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Pup's a big man, and
he's a big man.
Great communicator. He's smart, can run. He's done a great job kind of taking ownership of his communication, his knowledge of our system. Got some other great Duval kids. Sharif Denson's in great position. Trayon Webb could have a phenomenal year and have a great role in our team. Rod Kearney continues to grow and develop. Jack Pyburn is back from his injury.
How is he?
He's doing good.
Is he okay?
Yeah,
okay.
He's full speed, and
good.
He's been cleared. And Jack is he's a true Gator, man. He bleeds orange and blue.
That's Billy Napier talking about some of the Duval kids, the Jacksonville kids, the area kids who he's been able to recruit fairly well here in town as we welcome you back to the drill. You know, obviously, there was not a lot of meat on the bone from yesterday in terms of what Napier talked about in the Gator players. Merz and Shamar James were there.
Montrell Johnson.
And Montrell Johnson, yep. But one of the things that we've talked about all year long, and again, depending on where you're at when you look at this, it's a tough schedule. Well, I get it. But is it really, again, if Florida is what Billy Napier says they are, then they should be 8-4 or 9-3.
Well, and that's where you also have to ask yourself: are they where is what Billy Napier says they are, not really what Billy Napier thinks they can be?
Also a fair question. Georgia and Jacksonville is a very tough game. At Texas is those are the two that you go, ooh, that would be like
they're losing those games.
Monumental upsets,
like
right?
Double-digit underdogs in those
monumental
games.
Upsets.
By the time the Texas game comes, who knows? But Georgia for sure.
Yeah, and
although if they smoke and mirror to a 5-0 start, then Georgia will be. Then here's the deal.
Could be the revenge of the Manning family in that game. Could you imagine that if Arch had to go in against the Gators? Oh no, well, my Uncle Peyton never could beat him, so I wanted to get one for the fam.
Here's how fast it can change, Dan, and this is the reality of it. If Florida does start, say, 5-0 going into the Georgia game or 6, whatever it is, it would still feel like when Kentucky starts 6-0 and goes into Athens and loses 31-10.
100%.
So.
But with that said, Georgia and Texas, so you pencil those in; those are tough ones. But is Miami's a coin flip game? Right?
Because it's home, especially.
Kentucky is a coin flip game, though they've had the upper hand.
I will say this. I think if you're not a Gator, that you would not say those are coin flip games.
Okay.
Because Miami's going to be top 15 in the polls, and Kentucky's going to finish ahead of you in the SEC rankings.
Let me say this about Miami, okay, who's been on par with Florida. But they're all hyping up their quarterback.
Yeah.
Our quarterback has experience. Their quarterback ain't never seen the swamp. You can say what you want. He played at Wazoo, dude. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're going to step into that.
Yeah.
Oregon
and Washington, I think, are similar. Similar,
We'll see.
But not,
Anyway, Miami, UCF, Kentucky, A&M, Ole Miss, and LSU are winnable games.
Yeah.
They're home games.
Yeah. Here is where you have to be real, though. You can't count here's why the schedule is considered difficult.
It is difficult.
We just extra difficult or non-manageable because we just counted as layups games that they proven.
Nobody said layup.
Okay,
I
as
said
wins.
Coin flip. Okay, I said coin flip.
All right, coin flip implies then
coin flip is 50-50. Okay. You can lose that game
How
just as easy.
How many did you just name? 6, 4?
Miami, UCF, Kentucky, A&M, Ole Miss, LSU.
Okay, 6. So that's
those are the home games.
That's 3 and 3.
Yeah, maybe.
If we're going to divide it as a coin flip, it's 3 and 3.
Well, they've also won 17 of 19 against Tennessee, and we don't know what FSU will be with a different quarterback. Probably,
don't disagree with anything I've heard.
Yeah. So my point is, when you look at this, and I'm not counting Samford and the other one. I don't know.
Yeah.
So there's
Eastern somewhere.
Yeah. So there's 12. My point is this: there's 2 games that are like, whoa, Georgia and Texas. The other ones are hard. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But they're winnable. I guess they're winnable.
What makes those winnable games sketchier is that as winnable as they are what has been the losable games. That group
100%.
that Florida lost to UCF in a bowl.
I didn't say it. I said if.
No. I'm not arguing with
what
you.
Billy Napier says.
Yeah.
If they're what Billy Napier says.
I'm not arguing that those things won't happen. I'm not. But I am arguing that I'm not optimistic that we're. I'm gonna have to see something to think that Florida's to the point that a game against LSU is a coin flip, because it has not been a coin flip. They've been beating us every year, right?
I'm just pointing it out. It's doable if they're a good football team. Yeah. They could definitely go 8-4, 9-3.
Correct.
And that's with those 2 losses. Now you got to win more than you lose of the coin flip games, and we'll see once the season. Listen, they play Miami week 1 and they lose by 2 touchdowns at home. Hey,
I'm all for arrow up, optimism abound, being undefeated and believing and hoping you're going to win every week. Well, I'm all for it. The dubious part as a sports fan comes from what you've seen the last 2 or 3 years, and there hasn't been. This is going to be truly the test of, like, quote, building a program, because there's not like suddenly, you know how a team can change its fortunes because suddenly they have like the number 1 recruiting class. Like Michigan's just bebopping along. They're a decent basketball program, nothing special. They bring in the Fab Five and they go to the Natty title game 3 years in a row. Or you're Georgia or somebody and you've had the number 1. There's been no like shock impact addition that would make you think big improvements coming. No, like any big improvement that comes is going to come from the process. From getting a little bit better, from being better here with depth, from building an interior line, from having the program in place, from getting the culture you want, from having your hand-picked players. It's not coming like DJ Lagway, I guess, could be that, but he won't be this year.
Hey, who's a better player in your 2 biased opinions? Matt Olson or Pete Alonso? They're kind of close to even. And the only reason I bring this up is because Matt Olson signed what, 168?
I don't know exactly.
Does that sound about right?
That's
20 some
that's
million?
a bargain.
Yeah, I think that's what Pete should get. And I think that's what they offered him.
I would prefer Olsen, but it's close.
Yeah. I'm looking at this year's stats are very similar.
Does Pete have a Gold Glove?
No.
Yeah,
Matt's got 2.
Olsen is a good, but yeah, he's a good defender. I think
WAR is the same. Plate appearances the same. 88 to 81 hits. 19 to 13 home runs. Alonso. So this year, neither's having a great. Olsen's not having a great year at all. Alonso's having an average.
Olsen's getting better, but yeah.
Well, he's on 3 for 23 slide going into the All-Star break.
Was he?
Olsen.
He had gotten hot until then, but that's baseball over 162. You're going to find. Here's what you're going to get from Matt Olson on
Matt
an
Olson
average
had
year.
a huge year last year.
Yeah. A good year.
Alonso had a 53 home run year as well.
Yeah. I like I said,
no one's hit more home runs since 2019 than Pete Alonso, but Matt Olson's probably right behind him.
I think Olson is brings a little bit more than just that power part of the game. So if I was taking Olson, for one, he's a Brave and the Met. To hell with the Mets. I'm not taking Alonso. But if I were like in an if I think most would take Olson, but I don't know that for sure.
Olson won a Gold Glove in Oakland, which is hard to do.
All right. Well, whatever.
Yeah,
Gold Glove at first base. I mean, here's the thing about Gold Gloves, Gibby. It's the most overrated
I don't think so.
Gibby, I thought you knew baseball. I watch Gold Glovers all the time. Did Volpe win a Gold Glove last year? How did he do the other day? These guys, they have a good year. Then they're like relief pitchers defensively.
I would say it more the other way. They all make great plays. There's no one that can't field.
Yeah, Maddox has got 18. Is that not good?
To that point.
Well, he got into winning one, and then they just gave it to him every year. You're Braves fan, so you're out of the conversation. Mute your mic. Okay, you're out. Even in baseball, you're out. You're out. You're out. It's my show, Gibby. You're out.
Let's go to the phone line, 641-1010. Bring Glenn in. Hello, Glenn. Good morning.
Good morning.
And you're next. You're next, Cohen.
You might need to settle a dispute here. I mean, somebody's going to need representation soon, the way this is going.
The way it's going, but it's the way it is every day.
Well, that's true. Fair.
I just try to stay out of it because I love you both.
Well, thank you, friend.
What's going on?
I have a Pat Williams story.
I bet you do.
I like that. Pat Williams, for those who don't know, Pat Williams passed away, age of 84, and we were chronicling this wonderful life.
Impact. Very impactful from Orlando North.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So I I can't remember what year it was, but it was a long time ago. My law partner and I had season tickets, believe it or not, for the Magic, and we drive to Orlando for half the games. So the first game of the year, we ordered a hamburger and fries, and it was awful. And at halftime, they had a chimpanzee act.
Mm-hmm.
So I wrote Pat Williams a letter telling him that the food was awful, and where did you come up with the chimpanzee act for halftime at a basketball game?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So about a month later, Georgetown was playing somebody in Tampa, and we drove down for the game. And I think they had Alonzo and Mutombo at the same time. And I'm getting out of the car in the parking lot, and Pat Williams is in the car next to me, and he's getting out. So I say, hey, Pat, did you get my letter? And he said, are you the AH from Jacksonville that wrote me?
Perfectly said. Clint, thank you a bunch. That's great. That's a good story. Yeah. All right. We're up against the broadcast clock. Appreciate that. Yeah. Are you that guy? Yes. Yes. That's me. All right. Come back with more on a Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Sometimes, when you believe the impossible, the incredible comes true.
Hey, is this heaven? No.
It's 1010XL.
It reminds us of all that once was good.
Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL. This Open Championship update on 1010XL is brought to you by Vaughn Motor Group.
Westwood One Sports presents this special report on the 152nd British Open Championship, sponsored by the United States Postal Service. Simple, affordable, and reliable shipping with USPS Ground Advantage. Royal Troon is taking a bite during the morning wave at the Open Championship, playing just north of 3 shots over par, and that is with temperatures in the 60s and very little wind. Currently, Justin Thomas and Sam Hutsby share the lead. Thomas in the clubhouse with a round of 68. He has not won since the PGA Championship in 2022. Sam Hutsby, through 7 holes, is 3 under. Alex Noren, Nikolai Højgaard, and Justin Rose all in the clubhouse at -2, with 2 other players still on the course. Russell Henley, 2 under through 14. Mav McNeely, 2 under through 10. With this report on the British Open, I'm Whit Watson, Westwood One Sports.
Every business faces challenges, but complicated, expensive, and uncertain shipping shouldn't be one of them.
With USPS Ground Advantage from the United States Postal Service, you can avoid all the noise.
No more unexpected surcharges, hidden fees, or complex rate structures.
It's just easy, cost-effective, and dependable shipping. Tune your business's frequency to success and turn shipping to your advantage. Learn how at USPS.com/advantage. USPS Ground Advantage. Simple, affordable, reliable.
This is the store. Shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Price, I'm thinking about changing my name.
Again? You're already the media mogul, the straw that stirs the drink, the Duke of Pablo Bay. Now what?
Refer to me as Dreamfinders Danny Hicken.
What in the blazes? Is this a cash grab?
No, it's just that I believe so much in Dreamfinders Homes. 20 locations in Northeast Florida, official home builder of Jags and Gators. Great opportunity for first-time homeowners.
All right. Dreamfinders Danny it is.
Did I mention the lowest interest rates you can find? Visit dreamfindershomes.com. Now let Dreamfinders Danny celebrate through the majesty of song. Dreamfinders, I believe they will build your home just right.
At Hodges Mazda, what Mazda moves you? Find out. Take advantage of 0% APR on our versatile lineup of 2024 Mazda crossover SUVs. Lauren Brooks here. Choose from the off-road ready 2024 Mazda CX-50, the stylish 2024 Mazda CX-30, or the tailored-for-you Mazda CX-5. With 0% APR for 36 months, you'll find your perfect CUV. Our professional non-commissioned sales team always puts your best interests first, and you'll get 2 years free maintenance. Visit Hodges Mazda today or shop online at HodgesMazda.com. See dealer for details. Terms and fees for qualified applicants expires July 31st, 2024.
Are you feeling the heat? It's time to cool things down with Duck Duck Air Conditioning. Contact us today at 904-862-6769 or online at duckduckac.com. Duck Duck Air Conditioning to keep you cool and comfortable all year round.
Hello, this is Father Nicholas Lowe, and I want to talk to you about letting things roll off of your back. So often we can make big deals out of things that are not really big deals. We can allow them to steal the joy of our day. But let me remind you that don't allow anyone or anything to steal the joy of today. Go out today not letting little things steal the big things that God has in store for you.
For more inspiration, log on to stjohnthedivine.com.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Right now, you may be running a little late, or feeling stressed, or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
Hey, it's Mike Dempsey, and you know how I feel about Pella Windows and Doors. Great design, strongest warranties, and the highest quality product. I even chose Pella Windows for my own home. And whether you're a homeowner replacing windows or building a new home or a trade professional working with clients, I know the design experts at Pella will help your project run smoothly and look great. Visit PellaJacks.com or the Pella showroom on Phillips Highway at Pella Windows and Doors.
Facing a DUI charge or even a boating under the influence charge? Well, I'm your man, DUI lawyer Malcolm Anthony at 285-4LAW. 285-4LAW. Once again, 285-4LAW.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. In today's world of retail, how has a store like Underwoods stayed viable against the big national stores?
Frank, that's a question with a direct answer. At Underwoods, we've never aspired to be the biggest. What we've always tried to do is be the best. When you take this approach, there's some things that come to mind immediately, like fine quality merchandise bought by buyers that are experts, high levels of service delivered by a staff that are helpful and know what they're doing. Then there's some things that people don't really think about at all. Like the finer a gem, the more rare it is. And these gems are not mass producible because they were made by God millions of years ago. Because of that, there just aren't enough of these for the big multi-store retailers to buy and put into their merchandising schemes. So at Underwoods, we buy these finer, rarer gems and create jewelry pieces that the people in Jacksonville expect out of us.
When you want the best, it's Underwoods. Underwood Jewelers in San Marco, in Avondale, and at the shops of Ponte Vedra.
Brackish Vodka, the official vodka of UNF Athletics, 100% made in Jacksonville, is available at all local liquor stores. Visit Browdy's, Total Wine, ABC, Shores, Golden, Sahara's, Golden Ox, and more. Drink our gluten-free San Francisco Spirit award-winning vodka and see why it's the smoothest vodka you can buy. When you drink Brackish Vodka, you support all of our local employees and all the money stays in Jacksonville. Drink Brackish Vodka and live life slightly salty. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
Let's go! It's Military Appreciation Night this Saturday, July 20th at the ViStar Veterans Memorial Arena. Join us for exciting football action and help salute and celebrate our military. As a thank you, all active and retired service men and women can get a special buy one, get one free ticket deal. And the first 1,000 fans will receive a free military rally towel. Ask about the new family 4-packs. You get 4 tickets, 4 food vouchers, and a $25 Al's Pizza gift card. Purchase yours today. Call 904-621-0700 for more information. Make sure to check out our special military jersey auction and player autograph session on the field after the game. Get photos with your favorite player or dancer. Let's go! Don't miss the fun this Saturday, July 20th. For tickets, visit jacksharks.com or call 621-0700. That's 904-621-0700.
Let's go!
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by PrimeMen'sMedical.com. Gator head coach Billy Napier at SEC Media Days expressed confidence in his quarterback, Graham Merz.
He matches your level of preparedness. I mean, you show up to the meeting and you're coaching Graham Merz, you better be ready to go.
Tanner Bauman out of Jacksonville Atlantic Coast High School in Auburn expressed excitement over being drafted by the Pinstripes.
Getting drafted to an organization as prestigious as the New York Yankees that's like top shelf when it comes to dreams and accomplishments in your life.
Royal Troon in Scotland will host the 2024 Open Championship, marking the course's first time hosting the British Open since 2016. Things got underway earlier today. You can hear updates throughout the day on 1010XL. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
83 degrees right now at 9:01. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
It amazes me how we can put faith in a list, Dan Hicken, that can, and it's an opinion list, right? You're deeming players at specific positions to be something.
Okay.
How they can just so rapidly change one year to the next, yet we're supposed to believe this year's list. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm looking at this, like the tiers for quarterbacks. And if last year you thought that Trevor Lawrence was in tier 2, which is like could join, like the upper list is Mahomes and Allen, and then it's been either Jackson or Burrow the last couple of years. And this is just CBS Sports Will Brinson's list, but he's got the big 3 in tier 1. This year it's Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, and Josh Allen. Last year it was Mahomes, Joe Burrow, and Josh Allen. Okay, then you get to the next one, which is could join them next year. And in this case, he has Joe Burrow, C.J. Stroud, and Jordan Love.
Yep.
Am I supposed to believe your insight? If a guy that you had in that category last year, Trevor Lawrence, you now dumb down 3 more levels until you get to intrigue with question marks?
Well, it's a year-to-year thing.
Yeah, isn't it? That's more the point. I'm not saying he's right or wrong, but can it really change that much at that position? Don't we know, once we know how good a quarterback is, isn't he as good as his ceiling, and it's just everything else is injury, line, receiver, whatever, play calling, coaching change, whatever it might be?
With that said, we turn from quarter to cornerbacks as the ESPN's execs, coaches, and scouts rank the NFL's top 10 cornerbacks for 2024.
We have not shown up. Josh Allen's the only guy to show up on a list, didn't he?
Well, I think
Madison.
ETN.
He was 10.
Yeah,
ETN was 10.
Trevor was 16th, but Evan Ingram was 11th.
I mean that top 10 list.
Yeah.
I mean, we have one top 10 player at his position in the league.
That's not good. Here we go. Pat Surtain. Or Surtain, depends on how you want to pronounce that last name. I've never really been sure, nor have I ever asked him. But he is, and I probably should ask his father because the name's been around a long time now. But unfortunately, none of us have asked. But the number
Can I get a college for Papa Surtain?
Southern Miss.
Good call. Proud of you.
Can you tell me who played with?
Where did Junior go? Bama.
Can you tell me who played with Junior in high school? Opposite Junior.
What high school is he from?
Is it American Heritage, Gibby?
Okay.
Yeah, we just had him on.
Yeah.
Tyson
Jarian Jones.
Tyson Campbell.
Oh.
Denzel Ward, number 2. Cleveland Browns. Denzel Ward, number 2. Number 3, Sauce Gardner. Fallen a couple spots. I don't know, man. I'd take Sauce Gardner. Number 4, L'Jarius Sneed, now of the Tennessee Titans. Good free agent signing.
I think everyone, there's an injury issue with Sneed that people are afraid of. I don't remember if it was the knee or an elbow or something.
Next guy is one personnel director with an NFL team perfectly summarized Jalen Ramsey, who has a Hall of Fame case as the best corner for a stretch of the past decade. Outstanding when he wants to be.
Fair.
Yeah. Ramsey's rep the past few years is that he's not always motivated to dominate.
I hope those questions linger into the Hall of Fame voting process.
Trent McDuffie is 6, so the Chiefs lost to Jerry Sneed, but they drafted Trent McDuffie. That's how you win Super Bowls.
Yeah, it's amazing. Trent
Great
McDuffie.
draft.
I wouldn't. If you would have asked me Cross, name me 20 cornerbacks in the NFL. I'm not sure Trent McDuffie would have come off my lips.
He was all pro, bro.
That's amazing. I didn't know that. I knew their defense was good. I should have paid more attention.
Yes.
I mean, with all those other big names on defense and Snead leaving, I didn't
all
realize.
Pro. Jair Alexander is 7th.
Sure.
Jalen Johnson is 8th of the Chicago Bears. Draft pick Devon Witherspoon or Devon Witherspoon, again, not really sure, but he was like the 6th overall pick, that little corner from for the Seahawks, right?
And they hit the corners because they got the later draft pick they hit with the corner too.
Derek Stingley Jr. is 10th. Went one pick ahead of Sauce Gardner in the 2022 NFL Draft. So we get to honorable mentions. Wondering if any of our guys will show up. Marlon Humphrey, Trayvon Diggs, A.J. Terrell, Charvarius Ward, Christian Gonzalez, Marshawn Lattimore. Then we go to also receiving votes. Deron Bland. Deron Bland, by the way, 6 pick sixes last year. Didn't he have that? Am I wrong on that?
Is that the
Cowboys guy?
That's right. Yeah, he had a huge
Boy, that
year.
guy gets no credit at all. Woolen from Seattle, J.C. Horn, Carolina, DJ Reed, Darius Slay, Jack Jones, Joey Porter Jr., Martin Emerson Jr. Nobody on the cornerback range. I think Tyson Campbell can play in that upper half range. Obviously, last year he didn't due to injury.
Well,
but I think
Tyson Campbell's
me that one of the big question marks, and it'll show week 1, is how our pass defense will be. I'm not sold on our pass defense.
I'm not, and on the other side, those important positions, corner and receiver, are.
But I'm talking
lingering.
safeties. I'm talking, okay, what will Cisco do? What will our guy from Texas A&M do? What's his name? Why am I forgetting it? Johnson?
Yeah, Antonio Johnson.
Antonio Johnson. I want to say A.J. Johnson. Antonio Johnson. The guys that we signed in free agency, our draft pick, Jarian Jones, those guys gotta be good. Gotta be good.
You know what we need, Dan? You hit a real good point. You know what we need? We need Jarian Jones to be that 3rd, 4th round that the whole NFL knows by the end of the year.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
And because those guys happen. They're there. There will be. They'll have them. Puka Nacua is from a different position. So I understand, obviously, that's a different position. But now his name escapes me. It's a forging name. But who was the 4th round young corner for the Seahawks? What's his name?
Oh, Woolen?
Yeah, Tariq Woolen.
Is that Baselli out there?
He's a 4th rounder.
The pro shop hyping these throwbacks. I'm looking at the throwbacks.
What does it look? How do they look?
Oh, with the teal with the big Jaguar on the sleeve.
Yeah, and then they got more piping on them, right? The bottom of the sleeves have that.
Yeah,
those stripes.
I got your piping.
Those do look better, actually.
I like them.
Let me come. I take the 3-foot walk here.
Tony's wearing his old one. That is Tony, isn't it? Yeah. There you go. Right?
Not very
different. Not
very different.
Not
it does
usually.
Not look like that. If to be a true throwback, those sleeves have to be loose here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But the
like
boys,
the old uniforms, the sleeves went over your shoulder pads, and then they were kind of loose as they hung over your bicep.
Jag fans showed up though; they're out there, man.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of folks out there.
These look okay. I'm gonna have to revert back.
Prowler throwbacks.
That does not look like a throwback. It doesn't. It doesn't look like you wouldn't. If I didn't tell you they were in throwback, unless you're like a uniform connoisseur, you would not have even noticed.
Right.
Because and the reason it's the tight fit. If you're going to fit it tight and you're going to tuck it into your shoulder pad, that defeats that throwback look. That throwback look, like I said, you had looser sleeves when you got over the shoulder pad. Like there were big wide stripes, man.
I'll have to ask my uniform connoisseur younger son who, has well chronicled and the story's been told how he buys the jersey every year.
Now he's got another. He's probably down there right now. Look for him in the crowd.
Might be grabbing a throwback right now for all I know. But knowing him, he's not up yet because he's probably been playing college football.
Well, that's fair. How's it going with Eastern Mich?
Eastern Mich.
How we doing?
I think he's told me. So they got all these things cooking, right? So the boys, a lot of the dudes are doing a competition against each other. They all took a Big 12 team. So he took
West. To have like a draft?
He took West Virginia.
Okay.
So they're going to do that. Then he also told me as a quarterback, went to Northwestern. So I don't know.
He transferred?
I don't know if he was.
Is he doing two? Is he coaching one and playing another?
That's what I think is going on. He's doing all kinds of these other types of things.
Is there a particular reason the boy won't grab the Gators and get going? What are we doing?
Are you trying? Do you have to earn your way into an offer?
Well, he went to.
Take the Gators.
He
get this thing turned around.
Spent a year at Northwestern, and
Come on, Boy King.
He got smoked. He was not good at Northwestern
as a player.
Yeah, well, the team was terrible.
Okay.
So he just went to Northwestern. So I don't know. I can't keep track of them.
No, nor should you.
I don't care.
No. Yeah, no one does.
They're having fun.
This is going to be a fun major to watch, it looks like, because I almost feel like these twice an hour scoring hours are keeping our conversation points on the British Open down a little bit. But a part of the story has been the struggle of Bryson DeChambeau coming off the U.S. Open. He was 6 over at the turn. Rory also is 5 over par. So those two guys that came down to the very end at the last major are nowhere to be found. Justin Thomas, we got a Justin Thomas sighting. He's 3 under par. He leads by 1. You got a host of primarily European guys: Alex Noren, Nikolai Højgaard, Justin Rose, Adam Scott, Australian, Matt Wallace. That's the remainder of the top 6 or 7. Tony Finau's 1 under. Scheffler goes at 10-10. That's good for the brand.
Okay.
And Tiger Woods goes at 9-37, which is not too far away.
I'm in a deep, dark depression because
Why?
my guys aren't doing well. I got to say this. This surprises me. I'll give Jag fan. I mean, I guess this is why they do throwbacks because, man, I'm looking at I might be looking at 1,000 people in line here down at the stadium to get.
Wow. Why? Why such a rush? Just get it tomorrow. Why would you stand in line? It's summer.
Boys,
it's the idiocracy, man.
Fans
can you
love
not go
it,
to
man.
the Jags Pro Shop and place an order?
Yeah, you can do that.
Just want to wear it around town on July 19?
Are they gonna? Do they have 1,000?
Today the 19th. I gotta.
Do they have 1,000?
Today's the
My
18th.
daughter's birthday's tomorrow. I just realized. July 19th. You guys can find me at a restaurant near you tomorrow, gang.
Yeah. Yeah, they're out there, man.
Yeah, I just don't imagine.
Boys are out there. And the ladies. They're loving it.
I can't stand out in that 90 degree to get that jersey. I can click an order online, Hick.
Oh, we're rocking and rolling here on a...
My guys, by the way, are
Thursday.
also in the tank. Tommy Fleetwood, that's a good pick. He's 4 over. I figured he hadn't started yet. So Runs for the Tour is getting absolutely bombed.
It's just you and me. I mean, where the other two are cleared
true.
out.
Yeah,
Rahm's hitting out of the bunker right now, and he's going way over.
Stopped.
Hey, we'll take a break. We got Christian Miller coming in just a bit.
Yeah, he's here. He's ready.
Okay, we'll talk to him next right here.
Yeah, and there will be no race. I got you on the text line. The ball shouldn't allow it. Lesser things put us down
More
for years.
injuries will happen.
We don't need that. Let me find out what he's calling me.
This is the drill.
The drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Do the Garber wiggle, Garber wiggle, 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 Garber wiggle.
At Garber Auto Mall, we can wiggle it. Best price, we can wiggle it. Best trade value, we can wiggle it. Best payment, we can wiggle it. Ford, Chevy, Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. With 8 American brands, we can wiggle it. Visit us in Green Cove Springs or online at GarberAutomall.com. And remember, at Garber Auto Mall, there's always a little room for wiggle.
Do the Garber wiggle, Garber wiggle, 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 Garber wiggle.
Enjoy the thrill of the grill at John Smith Subs, with specialty subs like the Steak Bomb, the Gator, plus a full lineup of cold and hot deli subs, including the best Cuban and Duval. Bring your big mouth to John Smith Subs on Hodges and JTB.
Prosser here. As you may or may not know by now, I did the research and decided to go with Jack's Concrete Coatings for my garage floor. OMG, as the kids would say. I can't begin to tell you how good it looks, how happy we are. We brag on it anytime someone walks in the garage. They had the job finished in 1 day with a lifetime warranty. That's right. As the certified Pintech dealer for North Florida, the only company offering pure polyurea, I can't wait to do my patio deck next. Call 862-2000. That's the number, 862-2000, or jacksconcretecoatings.com.
Golf's oldest event goes back to the land of whiskey and wool.
Look at those scenes coming down the 18.
1010XL's coverage of the Open Championship in Scotland is brought to you by Fawn Motor Group.
Oh, he's only got it done.
Follow the leaders on 1010XL.
Integrity, persistence, and standing up for victims. It's what you want in a personal injury case and what my friend and lawyer Glenn Cohen brings to every case for over 40 years. Call Glenn at Barnes, Cohen, and Sullivan.
It's the coolest week to save during the summer fan sale at First Coast Lighting and Fans. Buy 1 fan, save 10%. Buy 2, save 15%. Buy 3 or more and save 20% off all fans at First Coast Lighting and Fans. Showroom near the Avenues.
Stevie Beatrice from Beatrice Plumbing here. A lot of plumbing companies say a lot of things.
We focus on what customers say. Like who a few weeks ago, Donna, said the entire experience was the best fix-it experience she ever had. Or Chris, whose hot water went out on a Saturday and he thanked us for getting it fixed that night. Because that's the difference when you hire a real plumber. They show up to fix the problem. So next time you need a plumber, remember Beatrice Plumbing. Because real plumbers fix problems real fast.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
This is Dr. George Bari inviting you to look online at BariOrthopedics.com for the latest in medical advancements when it comes to getting you back to full joint health. After studying under Dr. James Andrews, I know proper diagnosis is the first key to treatment, and educating the patient is the fastest path to recovery. Whether it's chronic back pain, nagging arthritis, or necessary joint replacement, we're here to serve you in the best possible way. We are Bari Orthopedics and online at BariOrthopedics.com.
Find out more at BariOrthopedics.com. That's BAHRI Orthopedics.com.
Hey Jacksonville, it's Lauren Brooks from Helmets and Heels. This summer, Big Chief is partnering with local nonprofit V for Victory to help local families affected by cancer. You can make a difference and support local families by dropping off school supplies at any Big Chief Tire location. As a thank you, you'll receive 10% off your next service. Visit BigChiefTire.com or call 904-932-0950 for more details. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
1010XL Weekly is out now. Mia here, and text the word weekly to subscribe to our new 1010XL newsletter and for a chance to win Jaguars and concert tickets. Get an inside look at local sports, trending players, station info, and chances to win prizes all year long.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Red short, Christian Miller. And we're off. Miller got an excellent start here in lane 5. Looking really smooth. Ran 10:38 in the heats. Look at this young man fly. Wow! Christian Miller in the semifinals after a 2.5-hour, 90-minute rain delay. Excuse me.
Is Christian Miller
in studio?
The Gatorade National High School Athlete of the Year. It's a tremendous upside. We're going to see him at the Olympics. We're going to see him on a podium one day. 5th in the 100 at 17 still?
18.
18. Okay. Is it like other sports? Like, say if you golf and you really get a hold of a drive, well, I really got that one. That one's going to go X amount further. Or like sometimes when you run, before you ever look at the clock, do you know, well, I had a little bit extra there?
Yeah, I can definitely tell how I start or how I finish through the line. I can kind of tell myself as I'm finishing if, I could have given a little bit more, or if that was a really good race or if it was a bad race. So I can kind of tell like halfway through.
When you start and you go, ooh, that was not a good start, do you have to stay within your, like you can't, or do you try to, I mean, I don't know how running works, so I can't run.
Something's chasing you? Yeah, like something's chasing you.
Like you go, oh, God, I had a bad start, I got to kick it into gear earlier, or you go, no, just follow the plan, I'll finish. How do you handle that? Because 100's not long, right?
Right. I said if I have a bad start, occasionally I'll probably I usually stick to the plan that I have, and I just know that all right, if the first 30 wasn't the greatest, I have to really go for it.
Right.
This next 70 meters that I have. So.
Okay. Because I guess I'm saying, can you get out of your technique if you try too hard? I guess.
Yeah, you try to. For me in the 100, if I try to strain too hard or I try to start tensing up and I almost like freak out and run, then I'll start to lose my form and it ultimately make me run a little bit slower.
Our most important question that we wanted to ask you, Christian, coming in. Okay, Christian Miller's our guest, Creekside High School, headed to the University of Georgia.
I gave him some life instruction on that one.
You did. We'll get back to that in a minute. Well, we can share it. But anyway, okay, we go out on the track with you. Me, Jeff, and Gibby are each going to run 100, okay? And you're going to run against
How many
us.
100 will you run by the time our 300
How many
is done?
hundreds could you get by the time we get done with 300? Knowing that you can run one lap on the track in like 47-ish.
Yeah, 47.
Oh, my, yeah. He probably, yeah.
And he runs as fast as 100 is 9.93.
That's 400, right?
Yeah, that's
one lap around,
right?
So 3, and you said that's 45. So you got to say,
I got to think we're
if you do 3, it's going to be like 31 seconds.
I got to think we're in like the 18 to 20 range.
Yeah,
we're old, bro. We're old.
Yeah, I don't even. The math is now giving me a headache.
Yeah,
it won't be close.
No,
we're wondering, could you run 10 laps by the time we ran 5? Or yeah, I think so.
Yeah, easy. Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah,
no maybes. Trust me. Trust me. So tell me about going to the United States Olympic trials. I actually flew out with you to Dallas with your family. You were headed there. Your dad was great. He sat right in front of me, tried to put the seat down. I whammed him. No, I'm just kidding. Because he knew I hate that, and he was very kind. But tell me about the whole experience of going out there. That had to be that's the biggest meet of your life to this point, correct?
Yes, that is. I said that's the biggest meet I ran in.
Yeah.
So going in there, obviously, it's definitely not something I ever experienced because I go in and even I'm walking to the warm-up field and all I see is just a couple guys with cameras just walking next to me, just following me.
Yeah.
I'm going to go switch into my shoes. I'm sitting down. They're kind of just with the camera, just moving along.
Because they come right up to you now.
They do.
Yeah.
So that's definitely a lot different than what I've ever experienced. And then just getting into the track in general, just the whole atmosphere and all that is different than any type of high school national meet I go to.
Right.
Or even different than U20 last year.
Okay.
So
are you aware, like athletes in other sports, I'm sure you're aware, and you know, I'm not. I don't know like what the power ranking is for the 100 meter, but when you go somewhere like that for the first time, is there a little bit of, oh, wow, there's that dude, or oh, there's that dude? Is there a little bit of that? Or
yeah, there definitely is as I'm walking around, because definitely in the finals, I walked over and I'm walking under, I'm seeing Noah Lyles will walk in front of me, Christian Kuma walk in front of me, Fred walk in front of me. I'm just counting them all. I'm like, okay, so world champion, world champion, world champion. Okay.
We're going to get that Lyles guy. I want you to get him. So was your goal, Christian Miller, our guest, was your goal to make the finals? What was your goal? What were you thinking going in? Because you know kind of what they run and what you run and what you had to do. And what were you thinking going into that?
I said what I was thinking going into it was that I was out there I might have been the youngest person out there, but I was out there for a reason, and God had led me out there. So I knew that I had to just go out and execute like I did all year, no matter who I was racing against or no matter how many world championships or Olympic medalists they have. So I just got to go out there and execute.
Do you know Kendall?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. He went, obviously he's older than you, but he also, it's amazing to us that there are two Jacksonville guys in the finals of the 100 meters. We talk about the different sports, and we always go football, baseball.
You saw what LeBron said. If he could have any other Olympic moment, what it would be. If I could play any other Olympic sport, he said I would like to run the
100,
the anchor leg of the 4x100.
Okay,
I mean that's the kind of spotlight that this is in.
What were the finals? You qualified, you get in. Do you have to run 2 different races to get into the finals?
Yes.
Yeah, and so I'm sure you're excited about that. Now you're in the 100-meter finals. Take me through that particular race. I mean, that one your heart had to beat.
Before that, what's your PR? What's your best 100-meter time?
9:93.
9:93.
Yeah.
Okay, so now continue because I want to get to what that number is at the back end.
Okay.
Yeah. So going into it, I say the first 2 rounds I was kind of almost using to kind of get my nerves out for the finals.
Right.
And so I get to the finals and I know I'd raced Kendall before earlier in the season.
Okay.
So racing him wasn't really a difference. But then everybody else in the field I'd never really gone against. I know I went against Courtney, Lindsay, and Fred in the last round.
Okay.
So I kind of seen how they run it. And so I was just kind of going out and trying to remind myself that I have to run my own race and not worry about the people that are running next to me, because it would be really easy as an 18-year-old to kind of glance over at the 3 world champions and see what they're doing. So, but for me, I was trying to just stay composed and go out and run my best.
In an event where the winner is crowned so fast, are there like analytics and attributes to what guys do, and taking cues off of that, or is this thing that's more kind of leading up? In other words, you may look at what a guy does and say, "Oh, that's like I might could add a 100th of a second there," or you know what I mean?
I say, seeing everybody else's race, I always kind of just see them and just be like, well, of course, I'd probably want to run like around those times, but I'm kind of looking at it like, they're about, I think the oldest in the field was maybe 29, I believe.
Kendall's like 28, I think, right? Yeah.
So the oldest in the field is about 29, and I'm at 18. So I'm kind of looking at what they're running and taking my times kind of just with I have a lot of time to progress. So I have to go out and just show them that I'm just not.
You're coming.
Basically.
Yeah, I'm coming.
I mean, but when did this?
What was your time in the final?
My final time was 9:98.
9:98.
Would 9:93 have been top? If you'd have run your best time, would it have made the top 3?
No.
And so, listen, Christian got screwed out of the Olympic team. We'll say that.
The relay.
You should be in. You should be there. You're fifth. You finished fifth. You ought to be in there. They take more than just 4.
They take 6, don't they?
Yeah, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so no rhyme or reason. And it's stupid by, and again, I'll say it, you're not saying it, it's stupid by the powers that be, because he's going to be an Olympian in 4 years from now. Right. This would be a great opportunity for him to get an experience, a taste of the Olympic part of it.
And I asked him off the air, would you go to Paris anyway to be around it?
Yeah.
And he said no, that we'll have other stuff going on. But yeah.
So you go off to the University of Georgia next. When do you head over there?
I should head over there, I think, like August 9th or 10th.
And so what do you have coming up on the docket? What's your next race or what's your next big? Yeah.
Right now, since the Olympic trials was my last.
Is it training time or downtime or rest time?
Just taking rest and trying to come back into conditioning and just kind of get stronger and faster for the next year.
How do you find those just time is so precious, right? Those fractions of seconds, you just grow into them. You get bigger and stronger, and you expect that to do it. To help those times. Are there technique things that can shave time off, or you just got to run as fast as the good Lord gave you?
I say for my age, one of the biggest things is getting stronger and developing, because I'm definitely not at my peak at all. So just developing through that is one of the biggest things, but also form as well, because I could probably go back in a lot of my races and kind of just point out a part where I could have done
just for a second, something flies out, or is it that precise?
So I can just kind of see that I can do like this better or that better, and that little small change could take me from like a 9.9 to a 9.7.
Yeah.
We're visiting with Christian Miller. I know you won state championships in Florida, which is unbelievable, by the way. Congratulations on all your accolades. Gatorade Track and Field Athlete of the Year. What's been your favorite moment in your young career so far?
I say one of my favorite moments, I probably have to go between probably either the Olympic trials or the Gatorade Player of the Year, because both of those I felt like were a lot bigger than anyone else had done in history.
Yeah.
And so I felt like that was a really, really great moment for me. And I feel like I really rewrote history in those ways.
All right, now the life lesson from Uncle Jeff as we pack him up. We send him up to Athens and the University of Georgia.
Yes.
Yeah, I told Christian
and we're
just
happy
one thing.
for him.
We're happy for him. That's right.
Congratulations.
Go up there, have a great time, continue with your career. We look forward to seeing you at the Olympics. But I did say this as he joins the athletic program up there. Under no circumstance, no matter where you're caught, what you need, do not accept a ride with a Georgia football player. You go the other way. You get an Uber Gold card. You get a taxi. But if one of those boys walks up and says, "Hey, man, you need a ride?" No, man, I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm
just good. Is that okay? Will you follow those lessons?
Promise me.
All right.
All right, man.
One more thing before we let you go. We got Christian Miller in here. We're having some fun with him. Listen, you went from Creekside graduation to the Olympic trials. But when did you take that next? Again, you're winning in Florida. You're winning these, but you went out and competed in these national events. When did it start to sink in that, oh man, I can run with almost anybody? When did that start to occur to you?
I say after my junior year, when I went and broke the U18 world record.
Okay.
And so after that, I had to put myself in kind of like that point where you're one of the fastest in the world. So now I was like, okay, I think we can improve on that. So now we have the U20 world record, and obviously, you have world leads, world championships, and all that. And so that was where I kind of looked at it and said, I can really go out and compete against these. So
Okay. And hopefully track and field now has become more of you can make a career out of this, right?
Yeah.
You're going to be doing this for the next at least 12 years or whatever, and you'll make a career out of this. And you make money now. You don't. It's not like right. You get sponsors.
Well, I was asking if you get NIL and track. If you're as high level as as Christian is. So that's all.
If you hadn't got who were your choices? Who recruited you the most? Like, who were you thinking about going to when you picked Georgia? Who else?
It was FSU, Florida, and LSU.
Yeah, I mean,
did NIL matter? No, it didn't.
Yeah,
I was just curious.
All as good as. I mean, they're all outstanding track and field programs, right? And facilities are great at all of them, and you liked each one to a point.
Yeah,
to a point. Hey, congratulations on
being
everything.
diplomatic.
Yeah, I mean,
speed's out of here.
We feel like we know you because of the Lockett Law High School report that you came in and joined us on.
And Dan's going to race you in the parking lot, but it won't.
No, we're not racing today unless we all do unless we all agree.
I can't. No, I'm not in
the last
peak condition.
Our guy E tore his Achilles playing pickleball.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah,
I had kidney stones just a few weeks ago.
And I'm good.
Jeff couldn't hit a golf ball 110 yards just 2 weeks ago.
That day it wasn't good. Yeah.
It's been a disaster for us athletically. So we just now applaud you.
Yes.
And we'll cheer for you from the stands.
Vicariously.
Yes.
Thank you.
Congratulations on everything.
Thank you.
All right, that's our guy, Christian Miller.
Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday. You're listening to The Drill. We'll come back on the other side. We'll see what's trending and put a wrap on it. You're listening to The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
There's a new one-stop shop for all things Jags. Subscribe to the 1010XL Jaguars YouTube channel. One-on-one interviews with players, practice footage, podcasts, and more. If you're looking for the best Big Cat coverage around, look no further. 1010XL Jaguars on YouTube.
This Open Championship update on 1010XL is brought to you by Vaughn Motor Group.
Westwood One Sports presents this special report on the 152nd British Open Championship. Do you love golf? Turn your passion into a profession. Get started on your PGA career at pga.com/workingolf. Final major of the year for the men. The Open is at Royal Troon for the 10th time. Henrik Stenson, the last player to win there in a duel with Phil Mickelson. Both players are now on the LIV Golf Series, and both players are in the field this week, both exempt until they're 60 years old. Stenson just starting his round. He is +1 after 2 holes. Mickelson has just teed off. The leader is Justin Thomas, a 3-under 68 today, 7 birdies, 2 bogeys, and a double. He shot 62 in the first round of the Genesis Scottish Open last week, but did not break 70 the rest of the way. With this report on the British Open, I'm Whit Watson, Westwood One Sports.
Want to keep your gas-powered engines running like new? Stable's proprietary formulas are proven by third-party testing to outperform the competition in keeping fuel fresh, preventing corrosion, and cleaning the entire fuel system. With Stable, you can have confidence you are doing the right thing for your engine's long-term health. Just pour into your gas can or fuel tank, then top off with fresh fuel. At every fill-up or when you store, start with Stable. Available where fuel additives are sold.
Hi, everyone. Broadcaster and ER physician Dr. Jerry Punch here. We all know about the speed of sound, but have you ever thought about the sounds of speeding? If you drive over the speed limit, there are lots of sounds that you might hear. You could hear the sound of your vehicle crashing, the sound of first responders desperately trying to save you. You could even hear the sound of people crying at a funeral. Because if you drive over the speed limit, you could do damage that's beyond repair. One way or another, speeding catches up with you. Paid for by NHTSA.
Hey folks, it's Jennifer Marion. Randy Marion Cadillac is the pinnacle of luxury in the First Coast area.
And guess what? We've got the all-new Cadillac Lyriq with $16,000 off MSRP.
That's right. You pick the color and drive away today in ultimate style.
Experience the future of driving with the Cadillac Lyriq. Electric, elegant, and exhilarating.
Visit us online at RandyMarionCadillacofJacksonville.com or come see us on Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville.
Don't miss out on this unbeatable deal. Plus tax tag title $8.99 admin fee and resist all.
Tell them Jennifer sent ya.
What's up? I'm Patrick Young. If you're a business owner, make your plans to attend the Florida SBDC Network Small Business Success Summit, August 19th and 20th at the Sawgrass Marriott in Ponte Vedra. You'll network with other Florida business owners, learn marketing and operational strategies. Plus, I'll deliver an inspirational keynote message. There's also a reverse trade show event where you can speak with government agencies to explore their business partnerships. Register online at floridasbdc.org, and I will see you there.
Craving a cold one? Well, zip into one of the great Gate locations you see all over town and pick up a cold Bud Light, or a Natty, or an Ultra. Maybe a 12-pack of the King of Beers, or some cold Coronas. It's all happening at your local Gate convenience store. Slide on in today.
Does the building you go to work in every day need a little love and attention? Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Great companies take great care of the buildings their staff and customers walk into every day. If the building you're in doesn't match the vision you have for your company, we can help. Go to performance-painting.com. Our highly trained team makes the difference. Quality coatings applied with pride.
Performance Painting! EPL Soccer returns. For your chance to win a 4-pack of tickets to see the Wolves versus West Ham compete for the Stateside Cup July 27th, use the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures and text SOCCER to 641-1010.
Your cooling system isn't working. Maybe somebody showed up with a portable electronic device. Then they discussed with you what your options are. Maybe they gave you an estimate that seems like an awful lot of money. What's the smart thing to do? When the situation merits a second opinion, get a Mike Merritt opinion. Yes, the Mike Merritt Comfort Team shows up with hand tools. We've never been able to fix an air conditioning problem with a tablet. Mike Merritt has been the trusted name for more than 30 years because there's never any hocus pocus. The Merritt team will walk you through the diagnostic steps up close and personal and show you exactly what you need. And the Mike Merritt price is likely to be far less because there's never an overtime charge, and the Merritt team doesn't work on commission. So remember, when it comes to the health of your cooling system, a second opinion can only help, and a Mike Merritt opinion can save you money. Florida license CACO 50384.
All right, gang, let me just share something with you right now. And these two things don't seem like they would go together, right? How would it be if you no longer hit that energy wall and you felt like your energy was like back to the good old days? And yet, how would it feel if you were getting the best sleep of your life? Like, those two things wouldn't seem to go along with each other, but it's exactly what I'm finding with the program I'm in at Integra Concierge Medicine and my guy, Dr. Paul Bousset. That's my doctor on demand, no wait appointments, always run on schedule. And whether it's chronic fatigue or just energy, man, we don't have to throw chronic on it. We don't have to throw, anything spectacular or dramatic. Do you want to feel better? You want to have more energy? Do you want to turn back the clock to a certain degree? When it comes to just how you're feeling, what you're able to do, those things are all there, man. From low sex drive, muscle soreness, mental fatigue, allergies, chronic pain, go to IntegraConciergeMedicine.com.
Right now, you may be running a little late, or feeling stressed, or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Imagine waking up this time next week and being 100% debt-free from credit cards, car loans, and personal loans. Hey, Prosser here. Loan Pronto's Equity Express line of credit can make it happen. Homeowners are turning their home equity into cash almost instantly. With Loan Pronto's AI-based system, you can get approval in about 10 minutes with almost no documentation, no appraisal, and no hassle. You can get hundreds of thousands of dollars out of your home. Use that money to pay off all your other loans. The average homeowner saves over $850 a month doing this. Listen, your home value's way up. You can use that to wipe out all those credit cards. Get some money for a home improvement. Literally, hundreds of thousands are at your fingertips, and approval is just minutes away. So call now, 904-999-1508. 904-999-1508, or go to loanpronto.com. NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval, equal housing lender.
It's
It's time to fire up your grill, shoot off some fireworks, and launch one of the biggest sales in the history of the United States. It's our independent sale happening right now at Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet. Whether you drive a car, a truck, or an EV, everyone is welcome to celebrate our independent sale with the lowest prices, largest inventory, and the most love for our country. Come celebrate with Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville. You don't want to miss this.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Well, I'll play as long as I can play, and I feel like I can still win the event.
And has that belief wavered at all in the last 2 years that you can still win?
No.
No. I mean, he said it short but sweet. We'll find out. Tiger has just teed off on number one, and it's cold, and it's windy, and it's wet, and it's not necessarily going to be a perfect day weather-wise, but we shall see how he does. The scores.
I don't like this scarf thing around the neck.
Yeah, Dan doesn't like a man keeping warm, so we'll see if
I don't like that.
See if that affects him all.
What are we doing?
The idiocracy has made its biggest, most impactful gain on our community as I can remember since I came here.
Mm-hmm.
The idiocracy is in full effect today here on the banks of the St. Johns River like never before.
Okay.
I've got hundreds of people standing in line in 90-degree temperatures all the way out to Lot J to get a jersey that is available right now online.
Well, maybe they enjoy that part of it.
You enjoy standing in the hot sun for 2 hours?
You got Jag fans all down there together hanging out. Maybe it's a fun thing. Summertime, what do we got to do? Let's go get some jerseys.
I'm going to file this away, standing around in 2 hours. Sun does not bother Dan, so moving forward, if we got anything planned.
Tom Coughlin goes into the Pride Week 5. That's the throwback game against the Colts.
That's good
so
timing.
that'll be perfect.
And we always beat Indy here.
We always
so,
beat them.
Yeah.
But
It'd take a heck of a mush to lose that one now at this point.
I will be very, very happy when TC's name is up on that wall.
Yeah, it deserves to be there a long time ago, and we've talked a lot with Fred as the Monday morning running back and his Hall of Fame chances, but don't forget Tom Coughlin's another one, and by the way, a little more urgency there as Coughlin, turns 80 this year, Dan? I bet he does.
He's either 79, yeah. Let me look real quick. TC is, he turns 80 in 26.
Okay.
So he will turn 78 this year.
Okay. All right. Got you on that.
Don't you rob him his 2 years.
Guys, let me give you a hotline. It's 619-3609. That's the number to my guy, Doc Paul Busey, in Integra Concierge Medicine.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, so many of these daily things, Hick, like you're battling to have more energy, and you think, gosh, well, I'm getting old. I don't have as much energy. Well, no, that's not necessarily true. There are ways that you can up that, sleep better, get relief from pain. But find out on your own and find out more. And it's the process. It's so thorough. You sit down. Everything is explained. You see exactly where your numbers are in different situations and categories and where you get a real life boost to feel better. So if you need to boost to feel better, 619-3609, IntegraConciergeMedicine.com. At that, we'll see what's trending.
All right. Gibby?
Number 5.
All right, we begin at number 5. All these NFL teams are getting ready to report for training camp, and some guys that have been working out and looking at some of the new draft picks. Giants wide receiver Darius Slayton says of Malik Nabers, the 6th overall pick, quote, he looks like a clone of Jamar Chase.
Oh, they like that.
Well, hopefully then we got the clone of Justin Jefferson. Can I get
nice.
that? I'd like to see that after day one.
Justin Jefferson clone over Jamar Chase.
After day one of the Jags camp with a rookie receiver, let's see if we can't get that designation.
Yeah.
Number 4.
Why? When does the NFL preseason start? What is the first game? What's the Hall of Fame game?
50 days from yesterday. No, that's the regular season.
Yeah.
It's next week.
Yeah, it's coming up soon.
When's the Hall of Fame game? Does anybody know? I think it's I got the Panthers and the Patriots. Preseason week 1, Thursday, 8/8. Is there one before that? Let me see here. Hold on. I'm just curious why some teams are in camp. Usually it's because
August 1st is the Hall of Fame game. Bears and Texans.
Thank you.
Thursday, August 1st, yeah.
I'm with you. I always thought the preseason opener determined when you can open camp. But there's also the new coach rule that can add a week.
There is.
It seems like so. I thought the Jags opened kind of early. And are the rookies today or tomorrow? It's like this. It's today or tomorrow.
Yeah, and then they play the 10th of August against the Chiefs. That's the first game. So.
Wow, that's just right around the corner, man.
Oh, yeah. I'll be here before you know it. Basically 2 weeks of or a week and a half of practices and then a game.
So,
I mean, again, it's a different world now. They do so much in OTAs and stuff. They all know. I mean, so, yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So, number 4, Bronny James, 12 points last night. Colin Castleton, former Gator, 17 and a double-double in Summer League action for the Lakers. What'd you guys think of that?
Good for Bronny. I'm happy for him. He can't play in the NBA, but you know what? He had a nice night and made some shots first time, so that's good. Castleton's been doing this for a couple years now, trying to work his way into the association and out of the G League, so we'll see. But, yeah, I mean, you know, it is what it is at this point. You know, we'll see how it goes. Right?
Number 3.
Number 3, a big vote coming today in St. Pete. The city council is set to hold a crucial vote at 11 o'clock, so we just got over an hour from now, on the future of the Tampa Bay Rays' new stadium and development of the historic gas plant district in the city. The deal includes a $1.3 billion stadium and development of 86 acres around, totaling more than $6 billion in the St. Pete area.
I think I can safely say that if we were trying to get a $1.3 billion baseball stadium passed here, that'd be a no-go. Right? If you have any conversation or communication at all around a football stadium, then, yeah, baseball, you're going to say, yeah.
They're trying to do what a lot to these teams are doing. It's smart. You build around it.
For sure.
And they would be stupid not to pass it.
And that's for those that have been to the current St. Pete Dome. That's another problem and drawback to that facility. There's nothing happening around it.
No.
Like there's no bars and restaurants or outdoor scene.
I was just down there this year. It's you drive up, you park, you go in, and inside it's great.
I'm told apparently that we're down at the stadium giving a jersey away, so it makes a lot of sense to stand in line for that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, there you go.
That adds a different level to it. I missed the email, by the way, so shout out to Jaguars today who'll be broadcasting down there in that heat.
Yeah.
So, living it with y'all.
I like that.
Number 2.
And you do get to wear it a day or 2 or 3 or a week early. There's that, too.
Number 2, this one kind of went viral here for 1010XL. Greg Sankey, the commissioner of the SEC, had this to say, and many interpret this as a shot at FSU.
That was one of the 4 best teams, period.
And there's no question.
There's people in your listening audience who say, well, there he goes again. Yeah. We didn't stomp our feet. We didn't, fly banners over places. That was one of the 4 best teams. They lost 1 game in 2 years.
That's Greg Sankey with Frangie and Matt Hayes.
And listen, time out. And with all due respect to everybody, there is a question. It's debatable. I mean, come on, Frank. There's a question at least. And 1 game in 2 years doesn't matter. It's 1 game in 1 year. Last year's team had nothing to do with it, Commish. And I know you love the SEC. I'm fine with that. And I think they were one of the 4 best. But again, who you bumping out? So fair is fair. And when you want to have, if you sit there and say, well, we got the very best conference, well, then the top team gets in, but, you got to include some of the others. So, anyway, it's, in fairness, it is a debatable topic. It's not just slam dunk.
What do you think, Jeff?
What's the question?
He's not listening. Go ahead.
All right, what's the question?
What Greg Sankey said there about Georgia being one of the 4 best, should have been in, and throwing a shot there at FSU.
I mean, shoulda, coulda, woulda, beat Alabama, and they would have been in. Was Georgia one of the 4 best? If I were deciding, I'd say yes. And at the same time, I don't think FSU was one of the 4 best at the time, but I thought they had a better argument. That's how that crazy 2023 season ended.
Number 1.
Number 1, this is right here. We're just talking about this just now. The Jags releasing their Prowler throwbacks, which Dan mentioned will debut Week 5 against the Colts.
Yeah, and TC will go in the...
That'll be a fun week.
And
it would just start to get cool then, maybe.
Fans are out there ready to rock and roll, and they're all getting their jerseys and having a good time. So
I wish they had gone with
streamers in the air, Jeff. I see streamers in the air when they reveal
Super Bowl. I wish they had made the sleeves, those loose sleeves. Like it's still that, or at least how they got it tucked up underneath the shoulder pad model, the mannequin. But like the old school jerseys, like part of their charm, the reality of them is they were a little bit bigger and baggier, and they, like over the pads and down to the bicep, it was loose. Like look for a photo of Brunel, and you'll see his sleeve flapping in the wind, and these are a little tighter. But other than that, they've got that prowling Jaguar. That's like the big carryover from one to next. And you can, by the way, you can do it 2 ways. You can go down there and get in line and say hello to the boys, maybe win a free jersey, or you can go online and do it from your AC comfort, which is what I would do. But hey, to each his own.
And speaking of AC.
Now, the cool down from the cool guys at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing. Fast, reliable, and honest service since '87.
There's plenty to, I think, cool down on. I'm cooling down on the British Open getting started today and the fact that it is so hard from week to week and from event to event. And guys that you think are ready, like Oberg was like on the verge, and then he blew the Scottish Open last week, and now he's like 5 over par. DeChambeau won the U.S. Open. He was 6 over at the turn. It's just so hard. And Tiger, by the way, is just at the course.
Yeah, so we'll see how the British Open goes. Enjoy the day. It's a wonderful Thursday, and away we go. This is the drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. The home of the Florida Gators and Jacksonville Jaguars.
Make yourselves at home, sweet home, boys.
1010XL. Hello! It's a big house. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL. This Open Championship update on 1010XL is brought to you by Vaughn Motor Group.
Westwood One Sports presents this special report on the 152nd British Open Championship, sponsored by Prevagen. World number 1 Scotty Scheffler already added a green jacket to his collection this season. Might he also bring home a claret jug? With 6 wins this season, Scheffler was the prohibitive favorite entering the week, and he says he's ready for what Royal Troon and the Open have to offer.
I feel like when I do come over here, this is really kind of how golf was intended to be played. A lot more opportunity for shot